it'll take a few minutes to start up, but I'm going to check on it. Check on
Hey, hey, hey.
I did walk around a little bit this morning thinking I would find like the ultimate, like breakfast burrito somewhere. It was very sleepy this morning.
Everybody was zonked out.
There was just nothing open.
Yeah.
I was like, I must be in the wrong spot. There's got to be a good breakfast burrito. I did see there was like some kind of biscuit situation, but it wasn't open till 9 or maybe even 10 or something.
The biscuit situation's playing at the Bijou, right?
Biscuit situation is going to be so good. They're my favorite. Sort of a super group situation.
Yeah. Some of these guys were in the punk scene back in the day. Are we rolling? We're rolling, everybody. Welcome to Aquarium Drunkard Transmissions, live from Big Ears. Very experimental situation. I'm Jason P. Woodbury. I host Transmissions, and
I'm Tyler Wilcox, and I'm here. I'm along for the ride.
Tyler also hosts a podcast on the podcast feed. You might be familiar with it. It's called All One Song, and it returns on Wednesday. But before that, we're here at Big Ears Music Fest in Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah. One night down, and it was pretty crazy for a first day. Tyler, what did you get up to yesterday? Who did you see, and what did you dig?
I started out the night with Chess Smith, with Mary Halverson, and it was a pretty incredible. It was extremely it was a good mix of like cerebral, but also extremely improv and free flowing in a way that was awesome. And then I hurried over to see another Mary Lattimore with Juliana Barwick at the Presbyterian Church, which, as you would imagine, it was celestial.
Yeah, that's a special location, special vibes. That's cool.
It was incredible. And God, William Hooker, the drummer, great free jazz drummer, was playing. Saw him, was able to catch, a good portion of his set. And then Shrunken Elvis, who may be stopping by Old City Java later today. Trio featuring Sean Thompson, Spencer Cullum, and Rich Ruth. They were incredible. And then Luke Schneider, saw a bit of that, saw a bit of Taper's Choice, and then ended with the finest improv, jazz rock, law firm, Medeski, Martin, Metzger, and Klein.
Yeah.
They were incredible. It was like a full blowout. I mean, they played for maybe an hour and a half, pretty much unbroken. It was insane.
That's awesome. Yeah. So that was one show that I was so bummed that I didn't make it to. And also, thank you for announcing that we're at Old City Java. That's pro broadcast moves.
There you go.
Old City Java. Thank you to everybody here at Old City Java for hosting us as we do this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wasn't sure. So as far as I know, Klein and Metzger and Martin and Medeski, they don't have records out together, right? Like, were they doing stuff from their various discographies?
Or? Oh, I think that Klein afterwards was like, thank you for coming and seeing this new material that that no one has ever heard, and maybe he said that we haven't even heard. So I think awesome. it was fully an improvisational situation. So.
That's awesome.
That seems to be what Big Ears is about. Just improv, whether it's the music or whether it's where you go.
And also it applies to certain live podcast situations. We're kind of improving, everybody.
Yes.
That's awesome. So we started the day by checking out Wayne White at the museum, and his band was playing his brilliantly named band Username Password. And I knew that they were kind of like a country folky type thing, but it was way heavier and free, like more free than I expected. Really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Plus his incredible, visual art and puppetry all around the museum. Really cool. So that was a nice welcome. Got to see Chad from Aquarium Drunkard, our boy Chad.
Oh, yeah. He'll be rolling through probably.
He'll be rolling through at some point. And from there, Andrew Horton, who's manning the technical stuff. You guys don't see him on the camera, but he's an essential crew guy here. We went and caught Deerhoof, who absolutely ripped. They did like the Knight Rider theme in like 7. It was bonkers. I was head bobbing, but like uncertainly a little bit, you know. They were really good. They sounded great. And then, God, what else did we see after that? Managed to catch Surya Botafacina and Carlos Nino at the church. Fantastic, really, really good. And then finished the night out with Mark Ribot's Shrek, which nothing to do
Try
with,
to describe what it was.
Nothing to do with the DreamWorks film of the same name. No Mike Myers impressions to be had, but fantastic. 2 drummers, Chad Taylor, Chess Smith, mind-blowing. Mary Halverson on guitar. Sebastian from Soul Coughing on bass, a double bass, electric bass, and upright. And then just Ribot. Sometimes it sounded like pure no-wave skronk.
Yeah.
And then he would all of a sudden he would just do something super delicate and blues, like avant blues, and then back into the skronk. It was really cool. It was a very fantastic show. So
Nice.
It felt like a very auspicious thing. The only thing I'm bummed about is all the stuff I didn't see, which I guess is the story of Big Ears, is like a slight amount of heartbreak. You have to resign yourself to understanding that you're not going to get to see everything you want, unfortunately.
Yeah. You look at the schedule and it's just sort of like, well, how can I make it? How can I split myself into, and then just, you know, astrally project in various directions. And I haven't figured it out yet, but maybe by the end of the weekend I will have.
There was a moment during the Carlos Nino set where I felt like I was astrally projecting, just a touch.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, no, you know, it's funny because I feel like, well, one, it's such a treat to be here and to get to see this much music in such a condensed way. But looking at the list and looking at everything that's going on, the programming, we've entered such a cool moment where, and a lot of the bands that we've been talking about, or that we'll be talking with over the next couple of days here, they're blending jazz, improv, avant-garde, new age.
Yeah, rock. I mean, there's just like,
it's a really cool moment where a lot of those streams are sort of are combining, and the line between jazz and new age.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty much obliterated. And I mean, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe even, new age not the thing on everybody's on everybody's list, but it's been cool to see ambient and the sort of back and forth.
Yeah, when I was watching Mary Lattimore and Juliana Barwick, I mean, the thought, and I say this without any, you know, it's not a diss in my book by any means, but I was like, this is like the best Enya concert I've ever been to. It sounds amazing. Just heavenly washes of sound.
And I think that's a really cool, I like that we've entered that space where all these things you can pull from all of them. I mean, I guess the line between ambient and new age was always pretty flimsy.
Yeah.
Kind of came down to how you were marketed.
It was packaging.
It was what if you were like a Wyndham Hill type or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, although there's definitely stuff going on at this festival that wouldn't have sounded super out of place in the Wyndham Hill catalog.
No,
Our own buddy William Tyler, a great example of somebody who kind of knows how to mine all the corners of the record store, including those off neglected, you know, new age sections. But
no, I mean, I think that's totally true. And I mean, as you're saying, I mean, it's cool to just see the, you know, I mean, being here, I know that Big Ears is not the real world, but also just like being in audiences that feel incredibly, I mean, I was, you know, at most of these shows, I was just like this is, we're, you know, some were in a bar, but then some were in theaters, but like everybody was, you know, for the most part, pin drop silent, just like focused on the music and just like in a way that you wouldn't get in other zones, other clubs and everything. There's going to be a lot of chompers, but everybody here seems to be excited to see music, excited to see new music, excited to see weird music, just ready to go with it and to lock in a way that maybe other festivals probably not. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is this is a festival where you've got people doing presentations on topics like deep taste, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like listening, seminars or laughter meditations, if you're Laraji or whatever. But I mean, I do think that all of that I was joking with Andrew last night that there's a moment during the Rabot show where they did kind of like a really crazy atonal rave up, and the crowd started like cheering the way that they might if you were at like a Bon Jovi concert, and he kind of said the lyric that everybody knows. You know what I mean? Like it was a cool, exciting thing. Are you hooked up? Are you tapped in, Horton?
Yeah, man. I think I'm in the mix too.
All right, there we go. Everybody, producer Andrew Horton. I'm curious what were some of your impressions of the yesterday's first day, Andrew?
Well, definitely overwhelming, right? It's they have Big Ears has this little app that you can use, and like you can kind of lay out the calendar of who you want to see, and once you start adding your favorites, you realize that any given hour of the entire 4-day thing, you have 5 people at the same time.
Yeah.
And we had Thurston on our kind of preview podcast, and he was talking about how you're playing this and you look out and you see everyone just hauling in the opposite direction. And so I decided going into this, I'm going to be really just zen and like I'm going to commit to it, and there's not going to be that FOMO. So yeah, we caught Deerhoof yesterday. Phenomenal. Always amazing. And halfway through of seeing I was like, nope, y'all go. We're here. We're committed. We're gonna see it through. And and same thing last night with Rabot's Shrek was I'm a fan of that project, and that show was just phenomenal. I mean, I was just telling Jason and Tyler this morning, if I had to leave right now, I've already gotten my experience worth.
Yeah, it was like like at least a month's worth of live music, maybe 3 months worth of live music. And great live music. But yeah, I agree. There were times where I was like, I cannot believe I'm walking out of this room while this music is going, but I do need to go get to this show. Like I cannot not miss that. So I mean, I think that's just part of the part of the overwhelming experience. It's good.
It's overwhelming, and it is. It's truly like when I look at it, and it's a feat of organization beyond me. I was thinking about this as I was flying in yesterday. It was just realizing how many people are coming from all these different places to kind of converge in this one place to do music that is in the pop world marginal, and not exactly not something you would think you'd build a whole festival around in the way that they have, but it's really great. Do you know, I feel like the term Big Ears, is that borrowed from a reference to Sonny Chirac?
Could be.
I feel like, I feel like Sonny Chirac's about, and look, if anybody, I don't know if we got commenters or whatever, but if anybody knows it, or if anybody can be like, hey, Woodbury's full of it on this, you can correct me, but I'm reasonably sure that Sonny Chirac referred to Herbie Mann having big ears. Because one of the great secrets of like record store life is I remember shopping at a store in Tempe, Arizona called Eastside, and I brought up a copy of Sonny Chirac's Black Woman to the counter. It was like the 4 Men with Beards repress or whatever. So it was like, $20 or something. And the guy behind the counter, he goes, hey, pro tip, go find these Herbie Mann records that Sonny Chirac's on, because Herbie let Sonny play insane solos on these otherwise placid, gentle kind of things. So anyway, I went down that rabbit hole.
Try to ignore Herbie Mann's shirtless,
Yeah.
like body on,
his
on
naked,
the cover of these things.
His glistening naked torso.
They're $1. They're good.
But they're cheap. But anyway, and then I read a thing, and I think it was somebody asking Sonny Chirac exactly about that. Like, Herbie let you do this stuff. How weird is that? And he said something along the lines of, hey, Herbie's got big ears, man. Like, he's open to it all. He hears it all. And that's sort of a cool thing. I really like that. That's the spirit of this fest, is that, you could go from a tranquil, new age drift into the most atonal noise. Hey, guys. We got guys.
Bye.
Somebody just pointed at me. Maybe I know him. Maybe I don't.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, it also you're walking around and you're seeing all kinds of people, whether it's musicians or fellow writers, podcasters, all that sort of stuff. There's a million of them out here, and it's that feels like another part of Big Ears, where it is just making these various connections in real life that we can, with fellow music lovers. That if somebody's coming to this, then it's then they're probably cool.
Yeah, and to that end, this is the first time that Tyler and I have ever been in the same physical space.
It's insane.
It's the first time that Andrew Horton and I have ever been in the physical space.
Avengers Assemble.
and these are people that I've known forever, and so it's really cool.
Never again.
These guys are the worst.
I mean, Jason, you and I, it's been about 25 years.
Yeah,
at
exactly.
least.
Yeah,
talking
wild.
about music on the internet, and then here we are
from coast to coast,
and here we are IRL doing the exact same thing, the exact same way, with the exact same intensity, but in the same place physically. So
we were last night. It was like 1 a.m. and we knew we had to be up to start this show, and we were like, what were we getting into? We were finally like, dude, we got to go to sleep now.
We were talking about like swordfish trombones and rain dogs and the Secret Chiefs 3.
That's what it was. It was
the
Zorn to Mr. Bungle.
We were talking about
the
the Zorn to Bungle
Chiefs
pipeline.
Yeah.
No, we were talking about that, and it really felt, and I'm sure that there are many such conversations or scenarios happening for people at the festival, but it felt like being a kid in summer camp.
Oh yeah.
It's like, it's time to go to bed, except we're just laying in the dark talking about John Zorn. As one does.
As men of a certain age do.
That's my kind of summer camp.
So what are you excited? I think we might have a guest in the next 10 minutes or so.
He's in the next room. He can
come.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's ready. Oh, and there's
Chad from Aquarium Drunkard. Here. Oh man.
The man.
Get
him on the mic.
Just a little bit before we welcome Grayson up here to hang out with us. What are you most excited about this afternoon? Or
speaking of John Zorn, I want to see the Masada situation at the Bijou. I believe that's at 1 or 12. I can't remember now. That's like his klezmer meets Ornette Coleman kind of situation. That is, I've never seen that stuff performed, but it might be my favorite of Zorn.
The Masada stuff.
The Masada stuff. I mean, there's really 20 records of it, so I mean, it's there's a lot, as is the case with a lot of John Zorn. It's there's abundance, but it is very, very cool stuff. So I'm definitely doing that. Basic is playing later this afternoon as well. That's Chris Forsyth's trio with Doug McCombs and Michael Patrick Avery. And I've never seen them, so I am excited to check them out as well.
Very cool.
So yeah, I mean, we'll probably go on and on later, but I'll look at my phone. But yeah, as Andrew said, like, you look at the app and you're just like, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing?
There's a lot happening. I'm excited for the Masada show. I do also want to see, and I'm not actually sure what the band is going to be playing. Plays the music of Harry Smith.
Oh yeah. Zorn plays the music of Harry Smith. Yeah. I don't know what
because I was like, does this mean material pulled from the Anthology of American Folk Music?
Yeah, it must be.
Or does it mean there's some other cool stuff that I don't know about?
Yeah. Well, so I'm expecting a great version of the Cuckoo or something.
Yeah.
That goes on for maybe 25 minutes.
We've got some. I'm Jeff Parker is doing a show today. The expansion.
Yeah, yeah.
His name is alive.
His name is alive.
His name is alive. I mean, the mix of it is crazy. So yeah, it'll keep on going. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I can't believe it's only the first full day of this thing.
I know, that's crazy. I'm really looking forward to trying to get over to the Greyhound too, to kind of see this.
Yeah.
There's apparently it's like a decommissioned bus depot or something, and it's like been retrofitted, and there's like a record fair going on in there.
Yeah.
I really didn't bring enough. Bringing back a lot of records is ill-advised for me, but
yeah, traveling with records is one of the most fun things to do. Believe me.
Speaking of traveling with records, because Chad's here, it reminds me of that Chad used to work for Nonesuch.
That's right.
And on one of my trips to New York, he was kind enough to invite me into the Nonesuch closet, similar to the Criterion closet.
Right.
And he was like, "You can take some records," and like an absolute fiend, like an absolute sicko.
He regretted it immediately.
I took so many records, and we're walking out, and I've just got this huge thing of records. And my wife's like, "We got to walk like 9 blocks or whatever," and I was just like, "Oh." So I was just walking with this huge stack of records through New York, and I'm trying to avoid that here at Big Ears, but there's no telling.
Yeah, there is like that I didn't go in, but like a Blue Note pop-up store over there as well. That I mean, I'm sure is good.
I think that's where our friend and a very soon to be guest Grayson is hosting a talk about. Is it the intersection of jam bands and the
avant-garde? Yes, which makes sense.
That's you know what, it's funny, that's actually what we didn't mention is in with the jazz, new age, ambient, avant rock thing, there is a jam stream at work here in Big Ears as well.
Maybe, I mean, it feels like it might be taking over. I mean, I did see some of Taper's Choice, which is I mean, I don't know exactly how to I mean, they're definitely a jam band. They come from kind of different areas, indie rock, experimental, but coming together to do this kind of, I wouldn't say it's not an ironic jam band. I think they're serious about it, but there's maybe a wink and a nod in that direction, and it is cool.
That was their final show, maybe with Dave Harrington.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think he's moving on. And I mean, he's somebody who has a million projects, so this may have just been, the end of his path with them. But yeah, they sounded cool.
I was gently chastised for my lack of attendance by Adam Downey of Northern Spy and Clandestine. Shout out to Adam. I'm sorry I let you down. But it's unavoidable. But I think that the jam thing, one of the last episodes of Transmissions before we took our little break last year, Andrew and I talked with Mike Ayers who wrote a great book about the jam sort of culture, Playing in the Band, I think is what it's called. And one of the things that came up in that was that the Sonic Youth, Zorn, that stuff did cross over with the jam culture in a way that is maybe slightly forgotten. It's slightly in the memory hole. People don't think about.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think that interview he probably talked about the Wetlands Club in downtown New York, downtown Manhattan. That was sort of a nexus for early '90s jam band stuff, but I mean, it was downtown New York, so it was
also,
there was a lot of that kind of crossover going on. So I mean, I think it's happening. I mean, definitely the Medeski thing last night felt extremely both, you were like, this could be a Fish show, but then also it could be like, the wildest free jazz situation that you've ever been in. So
I like that.
There's definitely, but Grayson will get into that when he makes his way over here.
I think that next year, Big Ears 2027, that's going to be their tagline. Big Ears 2027. This could be a Fish show.
Oh God.
I'm sure that's what everybody here.
Everybody wants to do that. I saw Fish for the first time last year. After years of resisting, and I might still be resisting to some extent.
Yeah.
But it was very fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
I've never seen Fish, and I would like to. I've seen Trey Anastasio band,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tab. I've
Right.
seen Tab live,
Right.
but I haven't seen Fish. And,
Yeah. Is there's something I was like, is this who I am now? But I didn't have a religious experience there, but I did enjoy myself. I
yeah.
don't come at me, Fish fans.
Horton's a Fish fan. He's about to
he's about
he's about to
hop
launch
over the
at
table right now.
the
I'm
stream's,
saying nice things, Andrew. Please.
Better late than never.
the stream's about to
That's
go
what I'll
dead
say.
as Andrew pummels
After
Tyler.
the 12th show, I'm sure that I will.
Hey,
Yeah.
weird. Tyler's mic stopped working. I don't think we have a replacement or anything.
Well, if any members of Fish are watching this, I hope you guys are enjoying it. We'll see you at Big Ears soon, next year maybe. But yeah, no, it's this is so far it's been a great festival, and I've really enjoyed getting. This is also my first time in Knoxville.
I know. Yeah.
It's a cool town.
Oh yeah. No, it is perfect for this. It is. There's a few times where I'd planned very poorly in terms of getting from one place to another, but I'm getting the lay of the land. So I mean, I feel like I know
Pretty
what I'm
walkable.
gonna. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shockingly walkable.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
really enjoying that, and just the cluster of venues and the density makes for such an amazing
crazy.
thing to be able to pop around and see stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in cities where it's not laid out that way, you can understand how that can create a feeling of competition among bands more so than
Yeah.
like a scene or a community.
Right.
When everybody's competing for an audience,
Yeah.
But when everybody's sort of sharing one and it's really, you can move around, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference.
It was excellent. So yeah. Knoxville seems like a great spot for it. I wish that the city that I live in would do something like this. It was so fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty incredible. But yeah, it just seems like it's all these different music lovers coming to Knoxville for 3 days. It's incredible. So yeah.
And of all ages.
And of
I've
all
seen
ages.
I've seen a lot of age variety, which makes me feel really good.
I did see. Yeah, I saw like I don't know, like maybe a 5-year-old on her dad's shoulders at the Ches Smith show, and I was just like, and she was enjoying it.
That's
All over it.
fantastic. I think all 5-year-olds should
Oh yeah.
should be
Get
exposed
into,
to avant-garde
yeah.
music,
Yeah,
jazz, things like that.
definitely. Maybe not stay up till 2 a.m, but who knows? Maybe they need that.
Maybe
They
they
can
need that
sleep
too.
in.
They need that too. Well,
But yeah. Well, we'll see if we can, bring these guys over. Should I go tell Grayson to get in here?
do you want to?
Yeah, sure.
Give him a shot.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring up our. Oh, here he is. Want to come?
Grace. We're live streaming. Get in here.
We doing this?
Yeah. Take a seat. I know, it's kind of cool, right? Kind of makes me feel like I'm recording vocals at, like a studio in 1975,
Yeah.
maybe.
To describe the microphone, it's a tiny green thing,
It's true.
Electro Voice, made
Yeah.
in Burnsville, Minnesota.
You've got it all.
I know
The details.
that I was an intern for Steve Albini, so I know everything about microphones.
Yeah.
That's not true.
That's not true. You're lying.
I'm
Ladies and gentlemen, Aquarium Drunkard, live from Big Ears, your number one source for avant-garde fake news.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. Let's go with that.
Fake news.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Well, guys, we've got Grayson here. Grayson Haver-Curran,
Yeah.
writer, liner notes guy,
Yeah. Those things.
music scholar.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, you're going to be.
That's more fake news.
That's more fake news.
Long distance runner.
Long distance runner,
That's
outdoorsman.
sure. Yeah. Let's go with all that.
These are all good things.
These are all good things.
cool
I'm
things.
okay. Well, they're the things that get me out of bed most mornings. So yes.
Unlike my experience with Tyler and Andrew, I have met you in real life before.
You've never met Tyler until right now.
No.
Yeah.
We've never been in the same room
That is crazy.
until
It is sort of
yesterday.
I think that we need to crowdfund a annual Aquarium Drunkard retreat Probably in the desert in New Mexico.
Yeah, I think I think you're right.
It's probably
And
the thing to do.
you heard it here first.
I'll give everyone my PayPal address when this is over. They can just send me
They
the
can
money.
start sending you
I'm
the
very-
money. You're going to kind of organize.
I'm incredibly trustworthy, as you can already
Yeah.
tell.
Well, that kind of dovetails with what I was going to say. So when I met you, you drove an RV into Phoenix, Arizona.
I did.
It
Yep,
was you and your beautiful dog,
that's right.
and we hung out at a
We-
local watering hole.
Where do we go? Oh yeah,
It's
we
called Gracie's.
and they have
Tax
the
Bar.
fake Big Macs. Don't they have like a fake Big Mac kind of
That
thing? Is that the difference,
is
or is that where you
at
sent me?
Green. That was the vegan restaurant that I sent you.
That's
to.
right.
Ooh.
And
That
they
was
have it's called the
sounds
Big
good.
Whack.
That's right. Yeah, it was so good. Thank
it's
you
good.
for reminding me of that.
Yeah, no sweat. No sweat.
The numbers are rapidly dropping. People are like, I don't need to hear about this.
I think this is, I think this is what the content.
This is
what
right?
people want.
We're doing.
Hey, so
Yeah,
these guys
yeah.
are talking about Big Macs?
Yeah, if you're in Phoenix, you can
you're in
meet.
Phoenix and you need a vegan Big Mac. We're talking about just these are the topics that people
That's my favorite Mountain Goat song.
fake Big Macs in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes,
Yeah.
great.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about the cool thing that you're going to be hosting later today? The Blue Note.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Lounge?
excited for it. Yes. So at 11 at Big Ears, I'm doing a talk with Nick Sanborn from Sylvanesso and Made of Oak and many other projects. Don Was from, how much time we got here?
Oh yeah, you could just
Oh, yeah.
list
Let us know.
all of his projects and we'd be done with the
Great
live
way
stream.
to fill dead air.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
talk like Don
not
Was's
was.
discography.
Blue Note
Alex Bleeker
Records.
from Real Estate and Taper's Choice, and John Samuels, who's in Friendship, and MJ Linderman in The Wind. So we're going to be talking about like the intersection of jam bands, experimental music. I have spent, to some extent or the other, a lot of my adult life writing about experimental music. I was a childhood jam band fan who then like gave that up when I discovered Tony Conrad, basically, or something. And
You're recovering jam band.
I'm back into it.
Yeah.
And it's been a trip, and I think that like so much of what excites me about that is that like the line between experimental music and jam bands it's sort of like artificially hardened over the years, and I think it's bullshit. And I think there's so much excellent music that is sort of exploiting. Wait, can I say bullshit on the air?
Do it.
Okay, it's kind of exploiting or messing with that divide. And I started a Bandcamp column in January that is a little bit about it, that is about that question very much. And the second one just ran. It ran about Taper's Choice and sort of how the first version of that band played its last show last night with the great Dave Harrington, which was a complete surprise when I started writing that column. While reporting it, they're like, "Oh, by the way, Dave's
leaving. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, what do you?
He's the avant.
Yeah, what do you mean he's leaving? So yeah, that's the panel. I don't know how it'll go. It'll be. I have not written down any questions.
Yeah.
So it'll be improvisational.
You'll be
That's
jamming.
that's the theme of this festival. We are also very unprepared.
You have a list of questions, right? This
I
is
do
more,
have a question for you,
Some more
Grace.
fake news.
This is the question that I have.
Let's go.
You've been coming to Big Ears a long time. How many
Yes.
times? Is this like your 15th time here? What is
I think it started. I thought it started in 2010, but I was corrected the other night by Brian Crow, who runs the thing
Yeah.
these days, and the great Brian Crow, I should say. And he told me it's 2009. I came the first year in 2009. In 2009, I'm pretty sure Old City Java was still here. I remember eating chicken wings at a place down the street and getting like ghost pepper chicken wings,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
taking my contacts out that night.
And then
not thinking-
hallucinating.
Not
Oh,
thinking
no.
through the next day. And so the next day, I was watching Philip Glass play in the Bijou Theater, and I was just, the tears were streaming down my face.
And they're like, this guy's really feeling the
really,
music.
really moved by Mr. Glass. So, which, is very incredible music. But yeah, so I've been every year, I think, except one, when I lived in aforementioned van. And I really hate that I missed that year. I don't even remember what year it was, but yeah, I've been every year except one.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well,
fantastic.
having done that, and now having been to, so now you have to choose Big Ears or Jam Cruise.
Big Ears or Jam Cruise? Wow, this is really,
which is
this
Who
is
was
sort,
on the Jam Cruise?
this is
I
sort
mean,
of like
some
asking.
of the same people who are here right now.
Yeah, so I went on Jam Cruise which has been going. Oh, I shouldn't talk about this.
It's good. No.
So I went on Jam Cruise for GQ, and I wrote a piece about it, and there were a lot of people that were very mad at me for what I wrote, because I went on this boat. It left out of Miami. It was going for 5 nights, I think.
Just into open waters.
Into open waters. There were casinos going. It was the people had so much fun.
Yeah.
People should have fun, obviously. And but I don't know if you guys know this, but America is kind of fucked up right now.
It's
and-
true.
Hang on.
Yeah.
The first time hearing of this.
Fake news again.
Wait a second. So we were in this boat for 5 days, and I don't know when sort of the idea of jam just became happy, and I think that's like a weird thing.
Yeah,
That like a jam band should sound happy or something. And so I was on this boat for 5 days. There were ICE agents murdering people in the streets, and all the music was so happy. And I was like, we're on this boat, and like we're on these we went to. It became very complicated in my mind, sort of like the socio-political dynamics of the situation.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I wrote about it, and it made a lot of people who have a really deep allegiance to Jam Cruise, God bless them, very mad. But MMW was on that band. They played their first 2 sets in 4 years, and those were incredible. Like,
Sure.
The third day you leave Grand Turk, and you're sailing away, and they scheduled MMW to play this like sail away show as this, the sun is setting, you're leaving, and
heaven.
they're like, yeah, this is going to be, these guys are going to groove hard. Those guys avoided a groove for like pretty much the entire set.
Wow.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I talked to them about it 2 days later, and they're like, we didn't do any of that on purpose. They're just like mischievous
Yeah.
in their very nature. So it was that was cool. And Taper's Choice was there. We played 2 sets, and those were really, the second one was amazing. But so much of the music was just happy, and it really and I mean, I don't mean like really happy, like just blatantly happy. I mean, the music didn't have the valence to express.
It was just like major key.
It was major key funk.
Major key
Bouncy.
funk. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just like, I sort of started to lose my mind a little bit by the time it was over.
I think one of the things that we've talked about is because you mentioned being a youthful jam head.
Oh yeah, I know where this is going.
Dave Matthews Band, of course. And for some of us, that was an introduction to a lot of the stuff that I'm exploring at Big Ears, a lot of the stuff that I'm excited about at Big Ears.
It was a gateway, 100%.
Like the first time I really listened to Kronos Quartet was like through Dave
Before
Matthews.
These Crowded Streets, yeah.
And then just
and
like
Bela Fleck too.
Bela Fleck,
Yep.
a lot of stuff. But one thing that I've always been like on my high horse about, and have even written about, there are a very select few who have covered the Dave Matthews Band for Pitchfork. You were one of them, we are one of them, and that's I think it.
You guys.
I think everyone just turned their radio off right now.
They were like, we're done.
I
Throw their thing across. But the reason I bring that up is because there's a lot of stuff in the Dave catalog that's not happy. Like I don't think people recognize that like there's actually a lot of drama, a lot of darkness, a lot of stuff about death,
a lot of politics,
and a lot of politics.
Yeah,
and one of my favorite things over the last couple of years is watching people go, oh man, this guy seems great.
Yeah.
He seems right on the money when it comes to like all of his stances and takes.
My other favorite part of that though is the opposite, where people are like, man, Dave Matthews got political, I'm out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, cool,
No, thank you.
The kid born in South Africa who's been singing about apartheid for 25 years. Yeah.
He
Good for
just
you.
now
Good
got
for you
political.
checking in.
Don't Drink the Water was just about bad water someplace.
I think it was about LaCroix.
LaCroix.
Like when you know how like if you get a cannon, a hole in a can of LaCroix goes flat.
Yeah,
he was just.
That's
telling
what
a house
Dave was
guest.
talking about.
Crazy.
Leave it alone.
Don't drink the water.
But
that
music was hugely important for me, and it's funny because I made an offhand Tony Conrad reference. Tony Conrad, great microtonal violinist. Like, it's so weird to me. I think about it all the time. Boyd Tinsley, bless his heart, from the Dave Matthews Band, no longer in the band. His electric violin was so out of tune so often. And
It's true.
but you know, like when you're a teenager,
Microtonal.
dude, totally. So when I was a teenager, I'm like, well, that's how violins sound.
Yeah.
And then like when I went to college and like discovered drugs and avant-garde music, I was like, oh, Tony Conrad's violin, that sounds a little bit like Boyd Tinsley. I love it.
Yeah.
And that was like the other step out of the gateway. And it really, you know, now even when I hear an alarm clock, I just think it sounds kind of nice because it sounds like Boyd Tinsley's violin.
Boyd is currently making a lot of videos on Instagram where he's playing like a drum. I say playing rather loosely. I don't want to. We're stirring it down a dark
bummer.
path.
It's a
and
real
so we're
bummer.
I won't go there.
Much love to recovery.
Yes,
and, you know,
100%.
all these things.
I mean that genuinely. But yeah, but all that said, I do think that the intersection between jam. One of the things about jam is jam bands. Theoretically, there are no rules about what you can incorporate or can't incorporate.
That's right.
And I think that's
Theoretically.
I mean, I think that's sort of the thing where it's like you can find EDM, you know, jam stuff. You can find
Bluegrass, some huge string. Yeah, of course. And I think that's one of my favorite things about it is that sort of, you know, and I do think that is again like a limitation. I think, you know, that's something like a band like Taper's Choice plays with is they're, you know, touching on krautrock, they're touching on noise, they're touching on like there's sort of this like Reichian motion that happens in this music sometimes. And I think those are things that a lot of jam bands don't play with because they need to make the music sound happy and sound bright. And,
Sure.
And that to me like is incredibly boring as a listener. And so, yeah, I think the idea that there are no rules is sort of the nature. And if you look at like in the early 90s, like when bands like Critters Buggin' sort of came into the jam world, like this is music that like sounds like more fucked up Tortoise.
Right.
And
yeah, totally.
And like has been left out of that conversation because of like scenes and like coolness and all these things that come, you know, like Skerrick, who was in Critters Buggin', and Jeff Parker like now play together. And it's like, yes, this is the way the world should be functioning because these things are very related.
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about how, you know, in the last, I mean, just being here, but how the new age thing has fully been absorbed into something like Big Ears, you know, like
that's right. Yeah.
And
so it wasn't here at the beginning.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Right. But now it's something that you see
I mean,
regularly. And it's good.
Yeah.
It
of
works.
course. Yeah. I mean, I think like the closest Big Ears got in those early years, I remember William Basinski playing, I think the second year when like they were kind of like trying to see if this should be like an indie rock, like a big indie rock festival like Vampire Weekend International. And William Basinski was here and I interviewed him for a story. So I can't remember why I interviewed him. But that's, you know, that's when I first realized that William was like the most beautiful man in ambient music and that he preferred to be called Billy. But you know, like that was the first, I think that was like the kind of the first ambient artist, as I recall, that really, well, Finesse was here the first year, but I think that's kind of a different horse.
Yeah.
But you know, that's been really interesting. It's coming every year has been a really interesting way to think about like what gets institutionalized. What it's, that's probably that word maybe sounds weird, but like what gets accepted in this like paradigm of experimental music and like what the idea of experimental music means at any one given time.
Totally.
And it's also just been like, if you've never been to Knoxville, you've never been to Big Ears, like watching the city change. Like I'm here every year. And
I'll bet.
There was a restaurant down the street and I was like walking past it this morning. I'm like, wait, that's an empty lot now, but that was a restaurant for the last 15 years.
Right.
It's such a trip to come back every year. And I think the city does a really amazing job hosting it, but
yeah. Oh yeah. No, it seems incredible. This is all our first time. So it's, you know, brand new to us, but it's been amazing so far. Who are you looking forward to seeing? Like who are the top?
Well, tonight I'm really conflicted because Awakening Ground, which is John Zorn, Lombardo, and Medeski are playing at the same time as the Dirty Three, who I've weirdly, right? Like,
that's tough.
Yeah, what do you do? I mean, like I think I'm gonna buy a second cell phone and I'm gonna set it up with FaceTime in one room.
Okay, that's a good.
And I don't know how. Yeah.
If you slip Andrew a couple bucks, he might set this whole thing
Oh,
up, this
yeah.
whole
I
rig.
mean, it's like it's
I got you,
it's pretty
fam.
You got me?
like it's pretty detailed.
could live
the
stream
books
it
and
for
everything.
you.
Yeah,
We've got
we'll borrow all
the
these
iPad
books.
stacked on us.
Wildlife of there's an iPad that's sitting on a big stack of books for the audience, and one of them is Wildlife of Southern Forest, which I'd kind of like to read.
Hey, yeah.
Um,
Well, you can't have it. That's
the prop.
that's part of that.
Very useful. So Dirty 3 versus Awakening Ground is like a big. So I think I'm going to see Dirty 3 and then like run to see the last bits of Awakening Ground because I've
Talk about violin.
yeah, I've never seen the Dirty 3. One of my favorite bands of all time. And my friend Chris Stelling, who's a great songwriter, we were sort of joking about following the Dirty 3 around on this tour, but like due to life and work, I can't do it, so I have to see tonight's set.
But like Deadhead style, like
Yeah,
we're going on tour with the Dirty Three.
Selling cheese on lots, you know what? Like, let's do this.
Tie-dye shirts with Warren's face.
I
or
mean,
whatever.
think like Warren Ellis. It looks like he should be on lot.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I say that with love, deep love.
Yeah, it's funny because when you were talking about the jam avant intersection, like everything else, the Grateful Dead also kind of invented that, right? Like the Grateful Dead have legit avant chops.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
of course.
Fred, Phil Lesh, you know.
I mean, the connections are, so, and they're also like,
that Ned Lagan record or whatever.
Yeah.
G-Stones.
and
Yeah.
and I think like, they also, I think a cool thing that's happened in recent years is like, it's okay to confess that you find that music interesting, or even that you just find the spirit of it interesting, because I think the spirit of it is also really important. Like the spirit of, like at its best, the spirit of openness and the spirit of playfulness, but also the spirit of adventure. And that was so like, I think I'm between the two of you in age, I think. And there was a period, I remember a period like, just after college, 2004, 2005, where like thinking about that in like an indie rock context, you just sort of didn't do.
Yeah.
And then like Animal Collective sort of, and Akron Family, like that sort of moment happens, and people are like, actually, like, Akron Family is a band for me that embodied that spirit so much, and was like reminded me that it was cool to have that openness and acceptance.
Yeah.
I remember
absolutely.
Arthur Magazine ran like
of
a
course.
piece about the Dead.
Yeah.
And I remember that being like a moment for me of sort of like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This band that my uncle likes, who he's played me his tapes and stuff. Like that is now in this magazine alongside stuff that I was into.
Golden Apples of the Sun, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Golden Apples, Devendra Banhart, all this stuff. And I was like, oh, there's a contextual link here.
Yeah.
And it opened up. Yeah, Arthur was
I'm
great.
glad you mentioned Arthur. Yeah, Jay and Arthur are like that whole scene is, I think, hugely.
Shout out to
part
Jay
of this.
Babcock.
Shout out Jay Babcock.
Yeah, one of the true greats of this. I mean, a huge inspiration on anybody who writes about this stuff. And
100%.
for me, Arthur was the Bible.
Yeah.
And,
I think I've still got the issues somewhere.
I've got a bunch of them. Jay recently put them, I think, all
it's all PDF.
PDFs of
Right.
them all.
That's
Rather recently uploaded them.
It's
to
important.
The
You
site.
can see the ads and everything too
The
from
ads are-
2003. That
The
are
ads are
like,
legit cool.
yeah.
What are the ads about?
It's like Tiger Beat Records.
sure.
Or
Yeah,
Yeti.
Yeti. Yeah.
A lot of American Apparel ads.
Oh, are there?
Wait,
yeah.
seriously?
I'm serious. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was that time too.
Any
time.
Abercrombie and Fitch ads?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
American Apparel.
As we were discussing earlier, a lot of Black Crows ads.
Black Crows. Yeah, they
The
were
Black Crows took out
bankrolling a lot of it.
A lot of ad space because they loved Arthur, so
Check.
respect to them. But yeah,
That is incredible.
but yeah, understanding that and it's funny that you talked about the Jam Cruise, the escapism factor, the sort of just pleasure principle, fun, major key funk.
Yeah, sure.
There's obviously some room for that in the world.
There's like 100%.
Um,
Yeah, I think it's about. I'm going to say balance, but it's not about balance. It's about allowing for multiple reactions and
I think that's the thing that it boils down to is like you want this music is not, at least for me, and I think a lot of other listeners like me, it's not about pure escapism. It's not about like not thinking. It's more like I don't know, the improv thing. it represents a model for like the way you can think about politics, culture, whatever. Where it's like not as structured, more anarchic, you know.
Well, it's utopian in
and
some
it's kind
ways.
of utopian in a weird way, you know. And so for that music to only dwell in one emotional register is
dishonest.
That's dishonest, and it's a drag because it could be used to explore any number of things.
Yeah,
in the same way that something can drift from new agey gauze into like a really terrifying zone.
Sure,
you know,
sure.
like that. There's a lot of value to that. So.
Yeah, I think like if you talk to any improvising musician, whether they're in like the jam band space or like the free jazz space, like you talk to so many of them, and it's a cliche, but I think it's a good cliche. They'll talk about playing themselves, playing their feelings, and like putting the way they're showing up in the world in that moment into what they're playing. And I think that is sort of the key here, because like on any given day, I don't know about you, but like on any given day, I feel happy and mad and shitty and good and like all these things, and like none of them are ever pure and none of them are ever clean. And I think that is what improvisational music, whether it's in the jam world or in a much more sort of accepted heady zone,
Sure.
that's what it shares, and that's what is appealing to me as a listener, is like watching someone else show up as a human being and say like, here's where I'm at right now. I love feeling that way, in a room with other people.
Yeah, in a room with other people, which is vulnerable and communal,
Yeah.
And everybody needs more of that right now. I think more connection, more shared experience.
Yeah, that's a beautiful. Like watching Medeski Martin, Metzger and Klein last night. That was a thing that like I never thought would happen at a festival like this, really, right? And it's like, and it makes so much sense. And I think it sort of all comes back to that question of like, here are people who are like, the four of them are, they're all world-class players, and like Medeski is just like this wizard god.
Yeah, he was.
Nice guy.
Watching it last night, I was like, he's like, it felt like architectural, but he was,
exactly.
like it was him just sort of like building these like buildings for these guys to just like jump on. And,
that's a great way.
And maybe crush, I don't know, but like he was definitely like the guy doing the.
Yeah, at the end, Billy says, I meant to write this down. I think his quote was, "That was all new music.
Oh yeah,
We've
I was
never
saying,
talked about it before, right?"
Yeah,
and
like thanks for listening to this music. We've never heard it either, or something.
And it's like that's this, and during that hour and a half set or whatever it was, like you sort of felt these things, like you felt them be pissed off. You felt these moments of like just like the ending was just absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah, it was like that beautiful, just like like soft thing that brought everybody out of it.
Yeah, and you heard these like dance parts, and like you just sort of heard this like genesis of emotions in real time, and like that to me, and that happens through like mechanisms that no one has talked about, and it happens through like exploring and finding new ways into your like watching Nels Klein last night. There were moments where I was like, he actually doesn't know what he's doing right now with the guitar.
Yeah.
Like, he does because he's like a master, but like he's finding out as this happens.
Yeah.
And that's so exciting as a listener to be like, this could fucking fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's inspiring. And but to your point, I came away from it being like, that was a totally crowd pleasing set too. It wasn't like it was, it was, there were challenging parts to it, but it wasn't like it was something where it was pushing everybody
It
down.
gave, it rewarded.
It was really, it was really inviting in a way that was great. So, it's like next year, Jam Cruise, Medeski, Martin, Metzger, Klein.
God bless them. I'm pretty sure that Jam Cruise is never going to have me back on that boat.
You're going to have to buy your ticket? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
I think what you're saying is
stowaway on the Jam Cruise? That sounds like
I think what you're saying is this is a perfect time for us to get in.
Yeah, you got.
We'll send them your GQ piece and be like,
fuck this guy.
Look at this asshole.
Trust me, a lot of people said, look at this asshole. A lot of people.
It's all right.
That's fine. I'm used to it.
I will confess that at Aquarium Drunkard, we don't get a ton of hate mail for the most part.
Would you like me to write a column?
I would
Please.
like you to see if we can start to get a little more friction.
Yeah.
We need more people telling us we're full of shit and that we don't know what we're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so maybe you could.
I'll just start putting a note at the end of my pieces. If you don't like this, send Jason Patrick Woodbury an email.
Yeah.
Aquarium Drunkard.
Let him know.
Don't send it to me.
Keep him posted. He needs the. No, yeah. It's a funny thing because it is like you said. People are very very protective.
Yes.
This is important to them. It's culture. It's their thing. But
A special time.
it's important. It's important to also be critical and have interesting thoughts about music. I think.
I don't want to say his name, but I'll say this. There's a website that covers jam culture, and which I read because I enjoy jam culture. And when this piece came out, the great Fish on Film, Brian Harding, a friend of mine, posted the story. I sent him a text. I was like, Brian, I would have given you $100 not to post that story.
Yeah.
But you did anyway.
Anti-payola.
So, yeah, it's like, dude, come on.
Please do not post about this.
And so the Fish on Film comment section for that story, which you can go read, is really,
Horrifying.
It's really funny. If I ever feel good about myself, I just read that, and I don't feel good about myself anymore. And there was an editor of a jam-oriented publication that might or might not have just been purchased by Spin, which might or might not still exist as a magazine. I don't know. And he was like, he said he made a lot of assumptions about me and sort of my habits as a listener, and the sort of assumptions I'd shown up with on this boat, which I really didn't believe with them. And so we started an email dialogue, and he sort of gave the game away at one point in our email, and he said, "This scene is worth protecting." And I was like, A, I don't agree with you, and that's one thing, but like B, like that's not my job.
Right.
My job is to, I think my job generally as a journalist or essayist or whatever it is I'm doing at any given moment is to show up and tell the truth about how I experience, whether it's an interview, like a long form interview, like for a 15,000 word profile, or 5 days on a boat that, where I think more than once about like, well, the sea's there. And
The embrace of the waves.
cold, warm ocean. And I think like that's the gig. And I think like sometimes I feel at it miserably, but like that's what I'm trying to do. And like so when I go on something like that and I'm having these feelings, like this is like this Jam Cruise thing. When I was on the boat, I was like, I know that this is the piece I'm going to write because this is the experience I'm having, and I hate this piece already because I'm going to sound like a whiny baby.
Yeah.
But like, it is the truth of how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And that's the job.
100%.
At its best. At least to me.
If it's worth protecting, then it can take.
It can take a few. It can take some punches, right? Like,
I mean, anything that if it has value like that, then it can stand up to
some criticism.
Also, you weren't the only person who felt like that on the boat. At some point or another, somebody else also did. You know what I mean? I don't know who.
People send some nice. People are like, "Yes, thank you for saying it." It's like Evander Holyfield was never like, "I'm worth protecting." Like when he's like he's like taking the punch, like and
sort of what you're there to do.
I think it's true though. I mean, I would be. I mean, I'm not sure if I would be able to handle even if it was big ears on a cruise. I might be like, I don't know if I want to be on a cruise, man.
The boat thing is something that I don't know.
I kind of like.
You kind of like a cruise.
Oh, that's a funny thing about the comment section. I should say, in the comment section of Fish on Film or whatever, in the story I talk about how I've been on 2 cruises before, and so I actually kind of like them. I thought I would hate them, but like there's something.
Yeah.
Being able to relax is a hard thing for me. So like relaxing is nice, and I talk in this piece about how I went on 2 cruises before, and both times I got COVID and I still went back, and I went back for the third one. And this guy in the comments is like, I told Tyler this beforehand. He's like, I read that you got COVID on both of your cruises before. That's good. And I'm like, what is wrong with you, man? Like,
harsh.
I wrote it reminded me.
It's one of those provincial viruses that bad people get
Yeah,
it.
bad people get
and
it,
if
yeah,
you're a good person, then you haven't got it.
That's-
So.
Yeah, that was incredible.
I
Good
wrote
stuff.
about I wrote about Rolling Stones' Hackney Diamonds one time, and
Classic record.
just the best. And I did not like that record. And my dog had just died. Who you reference? We're going way back to the beginning now. My dog had just died, and I had this like post about. I put a post on the internet about my dog, who I do love, and have like had for so long, and we had taken her across the continent in a van, and she'd been amazing. And I write this review so I'm a long distance hiker as well. I write this review on the Continental Divide Trail, I think in Montana, maybe, sleeping in a cow pasture that was really dusty. It's just like sitting there like, and so it runs or whatever. I was in New Mexico actually, and it runs, and this guy, many fans would find old posts of mine and just like leave whatever their comment was about Hackney Diamonds. One guy goes, "Your dog is in a better place now, you asshole." And I'm like, oh, what is wrong with the internet? So what I'm trying to say is I can get you some hate mail.
Okay, good.
Good,
All right.
good.
I'm just imagining somebody who's that worried about how the Rolling Stones might be feeling right now or whatever, or somebody that angry on their behalf.
I mean, Keith Richards won't stop emailing me about it. He's just so mad.
He's so
That was our
so
best record.
furious.
Yeah, that was our best.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, that's incredible.
If you still listen to Hackney Diamonds, send me some hate mail today.
Let's get all the Hackney Diamonds crew
Yeah.
chime
Hackney
off
stands.
in the chat. Weigh in. Let us know.
The Hackney Hive rise up. It's
Leave
gonna
a
happen.
little comment under the YouTube thing. We're doing this live, so I'm
Oh,
sure
is it-
people right now. It's just
Is this on TV?
it's on something.
Is it
Like that. It's on YouTube.
on the television.
I just sounded older than Keith Richards.
Is this on the telly? We're live on the telly right now. I didn't think I'd get to break out any English accents
You
for
did a
these
great
live
job.
streams.
It's really convincing.
Thanks, man. I worked pretty hard on that on the plane out loud on my way over here. I was
I'm
just
sure
kind of
everyone loved that.
practicing, getting ready. Well, no, seriously. This is.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, we're so psyched
Thank
to
you for
have
stopping
pop
in.
and
Getting up early.
Is Thurston up next?
I don't know who's up next.
Okay.
Scott over here.
Scott's gonna get in.
Hey, Scott. Cool. Let's do this. Yeah, you want to? I warmed this microphone up for you.
Everybody,
Hey, but
Grayson?
yeah, tell people where tell
Yeah, tell-
where your thing is.
Oh,
is happening, and momentarily.
Blue Note
I think Blue Note.
Blue Note
Blue Note
Lounge.
Lounge?
Is that what it's called?
I mean, Don
like a
Watts,
pop-up
president
Don
of Blue
Watts.
Note. So yeah, it's a little.
I just watched this
Pro-
awesome
product
video of
placement.
him on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube.
What is that again?
It's a TV. It's a TV.
Television.
I just watched this incredible video of him in Japan going to like jazz kissa
Oh
bars.
yeah, sure.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
he seems like a really cool dude.
He
I
knows
assume he's going to be
so much.
parachuting in any second now, right?
Yeah, that's
He's
probably
like
true. I mean,
he's taking
helicopter?
he's taking the Blue Note copper
the Blue
chopper.
Note chopper.
he's got that Blue Note money. Yeah, we probably shouldn't say that. The record industry is full of money now.
Yes,
There's a lot.
Is that right?
That's what's
it's
why we're all so wealthy.
it's hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Grayson,
we will
thank
see
you so
you.
much.
See you out on the streets.
Yeah, Tyler and I, we're kind of neighbors, but we never see each other.
Yeah, we see each other in Knoxville.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody,
right.
Grayson Haver Curran here on
Yeah.
the transmission
there you
stream.
go. Well done. Well placed.
All right.
Yeah.
How are we looking, Horty? Do we need to do any? Thank you, dude.
Yeah. Thank you for coming by.
Good. Looking good. Yeah, we're still live. People are leaving comments. Someone's looking for the Evander of music. I'm trying to figure out who the Evander of music is. Evander Holyfield of music?
The Evander Holyfield of music.
Ooh, I don't know. Is it Mark Ribot?
Mark Rebo. Could be.
Rick Rosario says, yeah.
Heavyweight champion?
Evander of music.
The Evander of music.
Who takes the punch?
Who's most likely to have their ears bitten off by a leading musician?
I don't know.
If I'm getting to choose an ear to bite,
It's Bill Callahan.
You know what? I think
We'll go with it.
I'm taking Callahan's.
Since people
ear.
on the stream are getting half of this, I'm gonna pop myself down. People are on the stream are getting half. The question posed to Jason was, whose ear would you choose to bite off in music, right?
It's an important question to.
And this came from the chat. So Rick Rosario in the chat said he's looking for who's the Evander Holyfield of music in the first place, and that's what led to this. So keeping the people in the loop.
Grayson off camera suggested Bill Callahan. Good one.
All right.
It's a good one.
Bill Callahan is the Evander. I'm going to say Lana Del Rey is the Evander Holyfield of music. That's Andrew Horton's offering off camera.
Yeah, take it. It's all right. Oh, look out behind you. All right. Scott, do you want to get on here? Chad, do you want to get on here?
For real? You want to pop up?
Come on.
Jared, do you want to be on? Do you want to get in on the? Do you want to get in on our live podcast? Yeah, here we go.
Okay, great.
Yeah, grab one of those microphones. Here we
There
are.
you go. I'm Tyler.
Jared Cheek.
Hi, Jason. Hi. Are we on the air?
Surprise
We're
guest,
live on the
The
Jared.
rest of the people in Old City Java are cowards. They didn't want to
Okay.
get on the mic, but that's cool.
It's
That's
okay.
cool.
It's okay, guys. This is Jared Cheek.
Hi, Jared Cheek, Bloomington, Indiana.
All right.
People would know you from Flannel Graph Records.
Yes, it's currently on a 10-year hiatus that we started back in 2019.
So we've still got a few years before the hiatus will end.
Exactly.
And
People
you'll-
are counting down. There's a big clock, countdown clock,
In
like the
Bloomington?
Y2K clock. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What did you catch last night that you were into?
I saw just a little bit of Deerhoof. They were great.
They ruled.
And then I left because I wanted to see Pat Metheny, and he was incredible. It was so good.
I saw a photo of Pat Metheny, and I don't want to derail your story, but I just got to say, I don't remember how old Pat Metheny is.
I think it's like I want to say 102, but he's in
The
great shape.
dude
Doing great.
is in great shape, and
He moisturizes for
look
sure.
at that hair. So
I was
much
wondering what
hair.
he's
Beautiful.
doing with that.
Beautiful.
It really is.
I was thinking Nels Klein. I mean, not that Nels Klein has looked particularly youthful in his, but I mean, the last time I've seen him since the mid '90s, and he looked frighteningly similar to. And I mean, he's 70 probably, right?
Oh yeah, when I interviewed Bill Frisell for Aquarium Drunkard a couple weeks ago, I asked him if music keeps you young, and he said yes.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Or just doing anything. My wife's grandparents both just passed away in their upper 90s, but they were just like out in the garden every day doing stuff. Keeps doing what you love. It just
that's the key.
keeps you going. Yeah.
Keep doing what you love. So that's why you stopped doing your record label.
Yes. I have been doing a thing called Talivar Souvenirs where we do like merch things, like Neil Hamburger merch and stuff like that. Who's playing
Big
tomorrow.
Ears,
Yeah.
Big Ears
He
artist.
played in 2009 here, I think.
Is that right?
Big Ears, like the first Big Ears.
The triumphant return of Neil
Did he-
Hamburger.
was he
Holy
doing?
crap.
Was he singing?
No, I think it was just
stand up.
the stand up bit
Okay, very
routine.
Very
So
cool.
yeah, I saw Pat Metheny. It was great. I saw Jamie Liddell and Luke Schneider.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Did you? Yeah,
I caught the tail end of it. It was
I loved it. Yeah, the projections were great.
Synth and pedal steel, or
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah. That was really good. I went over to see Natalie Bergman, but got over right as she had finished. But I heard it was great. I think David was there. David Woodruff's here.
Hi, David.
And then I saw Mark Rabeau's Shrek, which I think you guys both were there. I saw a lot of it, and I was just very tired from the day's travels and left a little early. But I think that's everything I saw yesterday. I enjoyed it all.
I loved Shrek, big time. But I was just very tired.
Sure.
And I started to vaguely nod off at one point.
I did.
That is not nodding off music,
I did.
though.
No, I was doing the same thing.
Just
and
like clanging,
that's when I knew it was time
loud
to go.
drums. You know? And I was like, ooh, this is nice. I'm very comfy in this chair. And the next thing you know.
Right.
But no, it was awesome. That was really great. Mary Halverson, incredible.
Yeah, her sextet played a show at IU, a free show like on campus a couple months ago, and it was incredible. I loved it so much.
Yeah,
Very cool.
she's truly. I saw her with Chess Smith yesterday, and again, you just sort of watch her, and it's like I've seen her several times now, and it just remains mysterious as to what what she's going to do next, how she's doing it, how it's coming together. It's always amazing to watch.
So you guys are doing this every morning here?
We're doing this every morning.
All right.
We're hanging with the two of us chatting, Horton chatting, random folks popping in.
Yeah.
Performers, writers.
Performers, anybody who wants to hang out.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's been really fun, and
Getting hit with the sun right now.
yeah, we
The sun
hadn't.
came over that building and suddenly like.
This is our first time doing it, so
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the unknown factors that we hadn't considered, i.e., Tyler getting blasted by the sun.
Yeah.
It's good.
See, now,
Have any of you been to this festival before?
this
I
is-
have not.
Yeah, same. My first.
Okay.
Is this
Last year
your-
was the first time I went.
last year?
Last year was the first time.
Um,
Yeah. Loved it.
Who's your favorite from last year? If you had to pick one?
Steve Roach.
Steve
Summer.
Roach.
Nice.
Yeah. Emmanuel Wilkins was really great too. I think Steve Roach is what really got me to actually make things happen and really try to go last year after hearing about it and wanting to. I
Nice.
was like, I really wanted to see Steve Roach.
Yeah.
Steve
So,
rules. What did he bring out? His was the didgeridoo involved?
Oh yeah. He played
And the-
three nights in a row because someone canceled. I think Julian Baker maybe had to cancel. Anyway, so they added another night. So there were 3 nights of Roach. It was
3 nights of
with
Roach.
with the crazy projections on a cathedral wall.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
That's amazing.
Have you guys had any good food here while you've been in town yet?
Food?
Well,
We
let's
haven't been
see.
eating.
I had a $23 banh mi sandwich at the airport.
Okay, yeah.
Before
Very
I
nice,
left
very nice.
Phoenix. That was pretty good.
We'll say that the Wild Love Bakery here is
Wild Love
extremely
Bakery
delicious
had-
pastries
Had
here.
some good pastries and yogurt this morning. Ate at Nama Sushi last night. Very good.
Okay.
Had a good time.
We just ate at a place called Pachki. It was really great.
Pachki?
Pachki. Yeah.
Okay.
What was it? What food? What
I
kind?
had a salad,
Okay.
which
okay.
I really enjoyed. But they have really good
I don't know why I laughed when you said I had a salad.
a breakfast salad.
A salad boy.
All right. Well, who's your next guest? Should I?
Do we have? Is our next?
I don't know.
guest?
I mean, I'm not sure
You're
if
our
anybody's
guy.
over there.
Who you guys excited about seeing today?
Well,
We were talking about the Dirty Three. There's
Uh-huh.
some conflict with various things going on. Jeff Parker, obviously, is coming up. Basic is in a little while.
Yeah, my old friend Ben Lumsdane's playing in the Jeff Parker expansion trio.
Oh,
no
So
kidding.
I've seen
Yeah,
this
yeah.
from Bloomington originally.
Yeah, I don't
So,
know
yeah.
what the
Excited to see that.
the Parker omniverse is expanding.
Yeah.
we were
into
just
various
talking about how we were watching. He was just on Jimmy Fallon with Flea.
A certain bassist named Flea.
Do you
certain
guys have you guys heard these rumors about Flea making an appearance this week?
I have heard rumors.
There's rumors of Flea making an appearance. this
There are
week?
rumors.
And-
They were
the
debunked.
rumors-
They were debunked very, very cruelly.
They were debunked. Okay.
I mean, unless the people at Nonesuch are keeping it
Yeah.
incredibly.
And when I say
mean,
rumors, I just had the idea that we needed to be showed up, and I was talking to some friends, and they're like, "Oh yeah,
yeah,
maybe
we should
would."
start that rumor.
So like, there's no like basis in the rumors I'm spreading, but
we started.
makes sense. All
We
this
started.
band is here.
Grayson set off with the notion that we were the #1 source for experimental music fake news. So
Yeah.
we can continue that with this.
So everybody head to Tennessee. Flea is doing a free improv / spoken
But
word.
none of his jazz stuff. It's just gonna be
Just the
bass
isolated-
covers of our Red Hot Chili Pepper stuff.
It'd be
all right.
Just gonna be that sort of thing. But
Knox,
yeah, no,
Knoxville fornication. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
But no, I am really excited about seeing the various John Zorn projects.
Yeah.
Masada.
I'm not a big. I'm not very knowledgeable on the Zorniverse, but
It's a lot.
There's only a few records for you to
Yeah,
check out. It's not
Yeah,
like
just
there's-
spend the next hour kind
it's
of
not like
digging
there's
in.
hundreds of recordings to sort through.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I actually went on. Zorn has always been somebody I've dug, but I kind of went on a Zorn deep dive getting ready for this
Oh, cool.
festival, and that's how I started to really dig into the various corners of the discography.
Yeah.
But yeah, so but that looks great.
His name is alive.
His name is alive.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
High
sets.
on everybody's list.
So I just
Yeah.
saw by the way. So it's Warren DeFever's doing a solo gong and other set first. Then the later set is
which is the later one's just next door, basically at Boyd's.
yeah, and then the later set
Okay.
is the full HNIA playing songs from the first couple records that are just being reissued.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Boyd's Jig and Reel over here.
Yeah.
I've been trying
next
to.
door.
I'm trying to start a thing where people, when they say Boyd's, in their mind, they're picturing someone saying the word birds.
The Boyds.
Yeah. So
Okay, that's
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to Boyd's.
I hear
Yeah.
fleas playing Boyd's.
I think also on my list today, Laraji,
Yeah.
Moon Piano.
Laraji.
What is Moon Piano?
So he put out a couple years ago. He put out, I think, a record that was Sun Piano
Okay.
and one that was Moon Piano. Both, I think, improvised in a church. And
Okay.
so this is the slightly more nocturnal, maybe a little more solemn, but still,
Yeah.
it's Laraji. It's never.
I mean, I was just I was like, the sun getting on me. I think that is Laraji up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's a burst of beautiful solar energy.
He's
Right.
also doing a laughter meditation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like a lot of cool.
Yeah.
There's so much cool stuff. There's like so much awesome stuff. Like just on the plane ride over here, I was looking at the schedule and I was like, I'm missing this.
There's
right
a lot
now.
to
There's
miss,
like
yeah.
an amazing movie screening
Yeah.
going on and readings and
All
everything
the-
else. So
Yeah. It is an embarrassment of riches. It's pretty silly. But yeah. No, I don't know. Anything else this week? I mean, like tomorrow, is there anything you're thinking about?
Tomorrow,
Too far
I think
away?
my favorite album of last year was that Ryan Davis record. Actually.
Oh, yeah, he's
So
playing, yeah.
Roadhouse Band.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see them play live. I've never seen them play live.
Yeah, I
even
saw
though they're
them-
not too far from where we live, but yeah.
I saw
excited to see
them
that.
a couple months ago, and they brought full energy, played those like those 10-minute long songs, but
Yeah.
made them extremely like engaging and exciting. The band is awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Excited to
so
see that.
That's really good.
Tyler,
Yeah,
where
where is
are
it?
you,
Where
are
is
you- are you from around? Where are you from around?
I'm from
Where are you
outside.
from around?
I'm from around right near Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
So-
Nice.
Out in that zone, representing the Colorado wing of the Aquarium Drunkard.
Yeah, worldwide.
mansion.
We are all over the country.
We are. It's endless.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, yeah, Ryan Davis high on the list too. I kind of forgot.
yeah.
There's so many amazing bands. I kind of forgot he was here.
Yeah.
He's awesome. My band played with him last fall,
Yeah.
and the energy, like you said. I mean, a
Yeah.
huge band, and I never imagined somebody could kind of find the middle zone between like Can and the E Street Band, but it kind of was that
Yeah.
really, really well.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
worked
Some
really
insane
great.
bongo work. I
Yeah,
remember it
incredible
was like
bongos.
just the percussionist was
Absolutely.
I'm
head
ex-
banging
I'm
pedal
excited to see
steel.
that.
It was great. It was
That'd
good.
be great.
I was wanting to catch Taper's Choice last night, but I didn't.
I saw a bit of them. Yeah, it
It's-
was warm in the
Yeah.
spot, so I was like, fresh air maybe
Um,
at this point is good. But
Yeah.
they sounded good.
I missed the SML sets, but I'm excited to see some of those.
They have like
Yeah.
a residency going on,
There's
so
a
I
lot.
think there's going to
They're
be
playing
a lot.
twice tonight. They're
we
playing.
we were just
maybe
talking
twice
about how Gregory Ullman is playing like
in everybody's
30
band.
hours of music this week or something. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's
He's in all the
nuts-
bands.
Yeah.
Nuts to think about. I was thinking about this while we were watching Mary Halverson last night, knowing you had seen her earlier. I was kind of thinking like, man, what is it like for artists to sort of
Just bounce from one
bounce
venue to
from
the
one
next.
venue to the other,
Plug
playing
in and
so
play.
much,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
We were also a buddy of mine at lunch or at breakfast today was saying, wouldn't it be funny if Robert Plant, is playing here? Robert Plant's
He's the next guest after you.
okay. Oh, jeez. Robert Plant's one of his handlers is telling him, he's like, "Who's playing this festival?" And they're looking at the list. We got Mark Ribot, we got Greg Allman. Greg Allman's playing here,
Yeah.
and he thinks it's Greg Allman, and that he hasn't passed away. And he shows up, and it's
It's
the
not
other
him.
Greg Allman.
I really do imagine that that Plant will be one of those guys who just sort of flies in. He's on my list to see tonight.
yeah.
I'm excited to see Plant.
Is that tonight?
Yeah, I think
God.
so.
Lord.
I think
know.
so.
Yeah.
And he's awesome. And I think that it's kind of crazy that the headliners of this festival, the sort of names that
I
people
know. We haven't even mentioned Laurie Anderson.
Laurie Anderson,
Yeah,
David Byrne,
Yeah.
Robert Plant.
Yeah.
These are artists who, as big as they all have just like such incredible, like weird experimental stuff to their name. And yeah, that's killer.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go. I think there might be next guests in the next room, so I'm gonna go.
Who do we got potentially?
The setting guys are here.
Setting guys? All right, cool.
I feel like
You're co-host now.
Co-host.
Richard Dreyfuss on Club Random here.
Yeah. Do we have a lot of Club Random fans in the house?
Yes.
I know I can't
This is the
stop
Club
watching.
Random of experimental jazz up in here.
Yeah. So anyway, what's with these kids, smoking a
We literally referenced
club
that
cigarette.
when we were trying to figure out what we were going to do for setup. We were like, have you seen a little show called Club?
yeah. Club Random. That's our he's about to get the Mark Twain prize, I heard. For real.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Bill Maher, real time.
Ugh.
But yeah, well, that's awesome, dude. So, hey, what are you working on these days that you maybe would want to tell people about?
Oh, we have some new a new Neil Hamburger shirt coming out soon.
Okay.
On Talivar Souvenirs. I have a 3-year-old now, and I work full time with the public library, so I'm behind on creative projects in general. But yeah, just doing stuff there for now.
Well, I'm excited to get this Neil shirt, and I'm
Yeah.
excited to hopefully catch him at this festival.
Yeah, I think their set's like 12:30 in the afternoon at the auditorium, which seems like a big space.
That'd be exciting.
Yeah. All right.
Exciting.
Well, it's been nice
Jared,
talking
thank
to you
you for
guys.
popping in.
Of course, I'll see you guys around.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We got Jeremy Larson.
Jeremy. Not in person, but that's the theme of this festival. Is
Yeah, watch your feet.
yeah.
I have so much. I'm trying to remember the last thing you wrote.
Come sit down. We were just talking about Jason's infamous Dave Matthews situation, since he and Grayson are the only
Previous guest here.
maybe the only people who've done Dave Matthews coverage on Pitchfork, like reviews.
Oh, sure.
Is that true?
There might be another artist. There might be one other writer now. I can't remember.
You guys broke the seal.
I think that's fine. I mean, I think that, like, listen.
Jeremy Larson, everybody.
Jeremy
of
Larson,
Pitchfork. We should interview.
Hi,
you.
everyone. Is there a
We should
camera?
introduce you.
There's
There's the camera.
We're looking right into the barrel.
What's
Hello,
up?
everyone. I'm so happy to be here. This is my first time at Big Ears, and we're already talking about Dave.
I mean, obviously.
He's got to play
the
next
the
year.
patron saint of Big
Guys,
Ears, I'm told.
get Dave Matthews
Somewhere
on
around
Big
here.
Ears.
Yeah, gotta be.
Would you want him to do like a noise set, like an ambient set? Like, what would be like the Dave Big Ears
Yeah,
set?
Oh my God,
You know?
that's a great question.
Maybe like Tacoma School finger picking if
Like
you just did instrumental.
That's cool. Or just
He'd be good.
Or like doing. I feel like if you did one song for 50 minutes.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Yes.
There needs to be a Chapman stick.
Ooh.
involved.
Absolutely.
Dave
Chapman
Matthews
stick.
Chapman set.
Oh god.
I could see him doing like do like a long Cortez the Killer or something. I think that's an actual
What's
song that they.
What's that song? Ba-do-do-do-do-do-do.
That's Crush.
Crush. like Dave Matthews performs Crush 90 minutes, like a Julian Eastman ensemble type thing.
yeah.
You know, like
I want like a Plunderphonics, John Oswald, just like every version of Crush from like 1998
Yeah.
to 2026.
Yeah,
I think
right.
it could be killer.
like a gray folded
Crush
Crush.
folded.
Just pure.
Well, the Sonic Youth are doing the Diamond C.
yeah, they're doing a record store day. It's actually John Oswald putting it together.
John Oswald did that. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
All these
gonna be-
versions of Diamond C that are sequenced the way he did Gray Folded. So I think that's
He's got kind of a shtick going now.
I mean, it's pretty.
Shtick is a little harsh, but
Once
it's
every 40 years, something like that.
But yeah, no. Crush Folded. I'm hoping that all the A&R guys are watching our stream because we're giving gold. There's a lot of good ideas.
we got how many millions of viewers we got? right now?
Millions,
Yeah.
millions,
Climbing.
millions. 5
Yeah,
millions,
okay,
and,
5
and,
million.
and climbing.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Well, so what did you see last night that you were into? Did you see anything that really blew your mind?
The Julian Eastman Wild Up ensemble doing Feminine
Yeah.
at the Bijou was fantastic.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was absolutely remarkable. And I just want to say to the people who dropped out as it went, you really missed out, because I think one of the things about that performance, what revealed to me, is that what a full and thoughtful and honestly kind of symmetrical and beautiful composition that is, like in and of itself.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not
sometimes
just repetition.
yeah, sometimes you come here and it's all about sort of like an ephemeral performance. Like this exists in one moment and then it's gone. And I think like what's amazing about Julius Eastman is that like, well, he scored these things. And right, obviously there's chance
music, and then there's non-determinal music, and so it's different every time. But when you sort of get to see all of the motifs and the structures, obviously it's all centered around that riff. Like that's like right at the center. You can really just kind of just close your eyes and let your brain really like go, and it creates this world that this music's in. And the one amazing thing about how they do it, obviously in the original Julius Eastman recording, they had these sleigh bells was on like a mechanical like machine.
Oh, is that right? That's
so
crazy.
so in the set in 1970 whenever they did it at the kitchen, I want to say somewhere in New York, he had it on like this mechanical thing. So so somebody didn't have to do it the whole time.
Yeah.
He just had it on a rotator. So I thought it was amazing that the sleigh bells that they used were all in like the back of the auditorium.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
So it was 3D.
Yeah,
Like
it was 3D. So you had these behind you. You had this very, very high frequency. And what happened is because all of the sleigh bells are operating in all these very different frequencies, you'd get all these overtones that would happen. And so all these overtones would start happening. And it sounded like crickets and cicadas and katydids.
No,
like,
that's
at
so
night.
cool.
And so it eventually stopped sounding like sleigh bells. So you had these things, and they'd go and they'd move around the auditorium while the piece was playing. It was just like a really, really special moment.
You successfully made me want to like time machine back to it because
they're doing a bunch of other stuff,
Yeah, they're
right?
doing an Arthur Russell thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that's later today too. So
And I think they're doing something at the art museum. I want to say, is that the same thing? They're doing like
It
a
could be.
pop up, like a
Yeah,
guerrilla new
okay,
music.
Okay,
you know?
yeah, that sounds good too.
Yeah, that was great. How about you guys? What did you see last night?
Yeah.
I think my highlight last night was Mark Ribot's Shrek. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. Double drummer.
Is he doing Shrek 2 tonight?
Yeah, he's doing Shrek 2. Gonna be incredible.
So many Shrek.
Antonio Banderas is showing up, I think.
What's Counting Crows' big ears set?
Counting Crows' bigger set. I think they're doing August and everything after in its entirety.
Okay, great. I was gonna say Accidentally in Love slowed down to 1,000%.
Oh,
Actually,
hell yeah.
you know
There
what?
you go.
You know what's funny is that people. It seems like the Counting Crows are having a little bit of a moment.
Kind of like Dave Matthews. So what do you think
Is
this
that
moment
moment?
is? What do you think this moment?
Well, I guess there was a documentary. There was a documentary.
Yesterday I was saying Mal Waldron's having a little bit of a moment, but you're saying Counting Crows is having a
It's the same level. Of moment.
Yeah.
Man, Mal Waldron rules.
Yeah. Counting Crows, their big ear set. I don't know. Yeah, it's like hanging around, just percussion, something. Like, is that the thing?
I think it's Einstein on the beach and Einstein on the beach. It's both.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we cracked it.
We got it. We
Yeah,
got it. We nailed it. Okay.
Again, the A&R stuff that we're just tossing out for free,
This
guys.
is free.
This is free. You could just be streaming, and like, there's somebody taking notes right now, going, okay, Dave Matthews, John Oswald,
We have-
August,
we've
and
reached-
Counting Crows, Big Ears. This
We're
is
only
gonna
an
be
hour
weird.
into this, and we've
No,
reached.
sorry. So Shrek was really good.
Shrek was awesome. Shrek was fantastic, and I actually didn't know the records because that was like a band that he had in the mid '90s. But for this, he had Chad Taylor and Chess Smith, Mary Halverson. So like double drums, 2 guitars, and bass. It was awesome.
Sick. That's
Really,
awesome.
really rocking at times, hyper no wavy, noisy, and then just like as we were saying, all of a sudden it would just start drifting into really beautiful stuff. So it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's a very, very good show.
Yeah. No, I mean.
Yeah, that was your favorite.
No. I didn't see the Shrek 2, but I mean, I didn't see.
Didn't see Shrek.
I didn't see Shrek 2
I think tonight he's doing Puss in Boots.
He's doing Puss in Boots. He's doing all that. It'll be good. Yeah. No. I mean, I've been going on about the Medeski, Martin, Wood, or not Wood, Klein and Metzger thing.
Cool.
So
Which is, yeah.
it was just an amazing.
Was that a one and done thing? Are they back doing something else?
I think that I don't think they're playing again. I mean, I'm sure that all of them are doing other things. Medeski probably, Klein
in some
definitely.
of the Zorn stuff.
Yeah. They're going to be floating around, but I think that quartet is just doing that one time. But yeah, no, they were incredible. It was like a full rock and roll situation, but like blown out into fusion jazz experimental kind of thing. They sounded like Led Zeppelin. Speaking of Robert Plant, who's coming later.
They're really good.
Podcast will be sitting right
The,
here.
so the first time I saw Medeski, Martin, and Wood, it was 2001, maybe 2002.
Yeah.
This was at the Rave in Milwaukee.
Great. Cool venue.
Yeah, and I'm almost positive somebody started smoking crack next to me.
As one
No,
does,
because like I was just a kid, so I was just learning what weed was, and I was
Sure.
like, well, this isn't that.
Yeah.
It's not.
This
that.
seems different than that.
Hey, fellas. So that's my Medeski Martin Wood story, and I haven't seen him since.
Nice.
So
That
I'm
is
really
so good.
I'm sad that I missed him last night.
Yeah, Tyler was cracked out for the show.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Get the
I'm on
rock?
crack right now.
He's
Yeah,
got
I
you
do
got
this.
it.
That's big
That's
ears
cool.
for me. I'm just gonna
Smoking big rocks.
easily.
cool.
That's what I feel like when I see these guys walk up here. So yeah, they're showing up and then walking out. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to grab them.
Do
I think we're,
you please get me out of here. Get Thurston.
We're gonna play
Jeremy.
you out. Crash Into Me is gonna start playing, and then
Wait,
you. And
can I plug? Can I plug my my
Please,
Big
yes.
Ears panel?
please
Yes,
plug
yes.
your big ears
Oh my
panel.
God! So on Sunday at noon at Printworks. No, that's a different venue.
That's in New York, right?
That's in New York. At Project, and begins with a P, and I think it's around here.
Okay.
At Sunday at noon, I'm doing a panel with Lucretia Dult, William Tyler,
Yes.
and friend of the festival, Grayson Curran.
Beautiful.
And it's going to be about deep taste.
Yeah.
It's going to be about. It's kind of an expansion of Pauline Oliveira's deep listening, but whereas Pauline's work is about listening to music, this is about listening to yourself and
Yeah.
trying to understand why you like the things that you like. And we're going to go through some sort of a little bit of theory, a little bit of criticism, a little bit of neuroscience, and a little bit of meditation
Nice.
to look at songs that people like and understand why they are connected to themselves.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
So
What time?
that's at noon on Sunday.
Noon on Sunday, okay.
Sunday.
When everybody,
Noon o'clock.
needs to,
The
you know,
brunch.
like
The brunch hour.
the brunch hour. That's perfect.
Maybe I'll bring some mimosas.
that
Get a bottle of Stoli and some.
I'm excited to
Okay.
catch that because we'll be done doing our thing by the time that starts. And I thought the topic sounded really, really fascinating.
Well,
and I
thank
also
you.
love listening to yourself and William talk. And
Oh, thank you.
William's an
Gra- Gra-
erudite fellow.
I was gonna make a joke like, and Grayson's okay, but he's not in here, so
Yeah, we
the
don't have
joke
to do that.
wasn't. It just seemed like I'm actually being a dick.
He split.
No.
He split.
But
He's a friend. He's a pal.
yeah. Well, I can't wait for that. And dude, thanks for popping in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, yeah,
Go
and we'll
Aquarium
see you.
Drunkard.
Yeah, yeah.
Longtime patron.
Long-time
Longtime
patron.
the
patron.
best.
Let's
you
do
guys,
it.
you guys are amazing. Thanks so much for
Jeremy,
having me.
Pitchfork.
Jason,
Thank
I'll
you
see
so
around
much,
ranch.
Jeremy Larson. Yeah, we'll be around.
Little website called Pitchfork, everybody. All right. Can we make a room for our next guest?
We can. Let me get him.
It's true. Get another book. Put another book on the fire. Kramer, how you doing, buddy? Tyler. We're just doing it here. We're just talking for a minute. If you guys want to pop in. Sean, how you guys doing? Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on in and say hi. We'll get you guys in a second. How you doing? Good to see you. We're extremely professional here. We got Kramer and Thurston coming up in a second. If you can stick around for.
We're doing a quick changeover
Hey,
here.
they're gonna be here for probably 2 minutes. So
We have
Okay,
Thurston Moore and Kramer up in just one moment. Just telling everyone on the stream who's on deck. So
Who's
hang
on
tight.
first?
Just moving some rope around.
I mean, that was a really special experience. That set particularly still sticks with all of them. I have it hanging. Yeah, I mean, I'm up there. No, but the set list is just black, white, black, like whichever. I was crying while I was on the stage. That's ever happened.
It's like, do I need more coffee? Probably not.
Yeah.
We'll give a plug while we're changing over. Aquarium Drunkard is out here at Old City Java in beautiful, beautiful Knoxville, Tennessee.
Downtown Knoxville. It is. It's beautiful. That's another thing we haven't mentioned. We haven't mentioned the weather.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. We have a different season every single day. Different season every day.
Oh,
all right.
Down. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Got some heavy hitters walking on.
Get in here.
Someone else is coming over.
Let's see.
He's coming over there, but we can get in here. All right, guys.
All right.
We got Kramer, Thurston Moore.
Check. Check.
How's everybody doing?
Check. You got me? Is it working?
Check. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2, 2.
Excellent. Thank you guys for coming
Testing.
down.
Thank you for having us. Thank
This
you
is
for
awesome.
inviting us.
We just got, jump in there.
You guys, thanks for hanging out. We've got Kramer and Thurston Moore. We're here live at Big Ears.
Yeah.
You guys did our Big Ears preview episode for the podcast, which just published yesterday. It was awesome.
Yeah, we're honored.
Yeah, it was great. How has Big Ears been for you so far? Who have you seen?
Have you heard it? I haven't listened to it yet. Kramer.
No, I haven't either. I'm kind
I don't really.
of busy.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
usually
don't
don't.
need to listen to that. No, but
Yeah.
your Big Ears experience so far. What
have you
you
caught?
My Big Ears experience so far.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
just flew in yesterday. I think Kramer's been here a couple of days.
Yeah.
I got here
Yeah.
Wednesday night, so I've seen some stuff. But things didn't really start till 6 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
But we saw Laurie Spiegel's guitar quartet
God.
at the
Okay.
church.
Nice.
And that was, oh boy, giving Laraji a run for his money.
Cool.
It was really, really amazing. And geez, what else did we see last
Kramer's
night?
set last night with Pan American was really good.
Oh,
It was
nice.
a duo set.
Yeah.
I almost forgot about it.
Extended play of just like
Nice.
mellifluous, like
Mellifluous.
mantra music.
Mellifluous.
Is that a good
I would-
word or is that
Yeah,
a bad
no,
word?
that works.
That's
That
an
works.
excellent word.
And
It
then
was
afterwards, I went to
70
see
minutes.
Maria Chavez play with her trio with Greg Sonnier
Nice.
and the bass
That's
player.
awesome.
we were talking.
Shazai.
Yeah,
Shazai. Yes.
and that was amazing.
Yeah,
And I was just like, there was just improvised music,
Yeah.
but it was really.
I was going around and
incredible.
the people that I saw, I realized at some point, that like 3 in a row, it was people that you introduced me to, maybe indirectly.
I introduced you to him.
Well, I mean, not personally.
Oh,
but,
yeah, no.
but it was from records. I saw Mary Lattimore. I think I
wanted to go see Mary and Juliana.
They sounded incredible.
I would have loved to have seen that.
And then William Hooker.
Saw
and
some-
then
I
Nels
saw
Cline,
Hooker.
too. So those were all.
I didn't
people
see
that-
Nels. It was a little too late. I was
It
getting
was
sleepy
late.
at that point. Like
It
I was
a
up
late
at 5
night.
a.m. To beat the traffic at LaGuardia,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
there was none. It was just ICE agents and like 4 people.
Fake news again. Fake
Yeah.
news.
I was really nervous flying out.
I know. Is it a,
I was
like
really
a,
nervous
is
it
it
was
like
gonna
a
be-
media joke or something?
Yes.
This is like
Yeah, it wasn't
It's
that
all
bad.
a joke.
keep them
Yeah.
confounded.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys are playing set tomorrow, right?
Saturday night at
Yes.
the
Saturday
Park.
night.
Yes.
What is when we talked before? It was a little unclear. You weren't sure exactly what you were going to be doing.
Oh, well, we
what's
were
the-
going to ask you.
Okay, yeah. Definitely. Maybe. I mean, we've been for some reason.
Well, at this point, we're just talking about doing like a sort of harsh industrial wall
Yes.
noise.
Please.
Okay. Just
Okay.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like impenetrable noise, and then we're gonna lock the door so nobody can actually.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Well, yeah, you were saying that like there's a time during a lot of these performances where you see sort of the audience be like, oh shit, I have to go.
We're gonna
see
make
the
White
one-
House sound like the
Yeah,
Partridge Family.
Yeah.
So that's our goal.
That's a good. That's
And
a
then we're
good
going to
goal.
put down our guitars and sing Strange Fruit duo.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Okay. Well, then you guys got it figured out, I think.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out.
But yeah, you guys have They Came Like Swallows coming out. It's not for a little. It's probably next month.
May 1st.
May 1st. Okay.
On Silver Current.
Silver Current Records.
The great
It's a really,
Ethan Miller's
it's a
label.
really good record, and I say that only because we made it, and then I when Kramer sent me the files like months ago, I was like, yeah, this works, but I haven't really heard it since. And preparing for our duo here, I really sat down with it with headphones. I think we made a really very cool record, and I was really surprised by it.
Yeah. I thought it. I mean, I think it's great. I was describing it to somebody as Terry Riley joins the Velvet Underground in 1966.
Yeah, there's a Riley Cale kind of thing
Yeah.
happening at times, but it also goes into side 2 is this ambient. I have trouble calling something I did a masterpiece, but I got a funny feeling that 20 years from now I'll be listening.
You sound troubled. Yeah, you sound troubled.
Something going on side 2 that's otherworldly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
I think it's beautiful.
Side
Yeah,
one's more compositional.
Kramer orchestrated it.
yeah,
He sat in front of me while I kind of wilded on guitar for maybe 2-3 hours.
yeah.
Took those pieces, brought them home, and edited them and created compositions. As a producer, and I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
So-
Do you guys think this will be an ongoing collab?
Sure, why not?
Do another one?
Yeah.
Do 3 of them, 4 of them. Get up to
At
like
least three. The trilogy's usually
trilogy. Yeah. That is a
Yeah,
good idea,
you know,
actually.
who knows?
Yeah, a
That's
trilogy.
awesome.
Yeah. No, I mean it's an awesome record.
It was super fun to make.
Excited to make it. Excited
It was
for
very
people to hear it.
casual, and we kind of it's just all about the music. And we weren't really thinking. We were thinking about making a record, certainly, but we weren't thinking about anything more than that. So
Totally.
the fact that there's been a bit of a quote unquote buzz about it is it's been very nice.
Yeah.
Because there's thousands of records every day. You keep getting these like Bandcamp alert notices for all this experimental music.
Yeah.
A lot of it's great, but a lot of it just is so under the wire of just being noticed beyond the freaks like us who actually like pay attention to this stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And we've had no real negative blowback for the Joy Division cover. In fact, quite the opposite.
I mean, it's great. What's the negative blowback going to be?
Well, how dare you do a Joy Division cover? That would be where
How
it would
dare you.
start.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, how do you improve upon it? And I never wanted to improve it. I just wanted to reinvent it in a way that made me feel good. And the hope would be that other people.
well, it's
would
not like
feel
we're
good
that.
too.
There's a cover band on YouTube that I was watching called Joy Revision.
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's
Is it like
it
no-
was
no for
startling.
no?
It's startling how wrong that was. But in some ways, I was like, God, I kind of wish I was there watching that.
Yeah.
But it was remarkably uncomfortable.
Yeah.
to see.
It's a scientific version of Joy Division where
Well,
it's like
the Ian portrayer was really doing everything he was doing the moves. And I was like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is the impersonator business is.
I had a ticket to see Joy Division at
Me too.
at Hurrah,
Me too.
and they were also playing Maxwell's.
I don't remember that.
They were supposed to play Maxwell's
Really?
and Hurrah, I think, or Hurrah in New York City. You had the ticket as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and then you
yeah.
got the word that the singer had
Wasn't happening.
committed suicide. And for me, I must have been 1920 or something years old. It was like 79, I think, or
It
80.
was 79.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was so confounding for me. It was like, wait, who does that? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
you're
right.
like in this great like new band.
Might have been 80.
And it was just like, why? Like, who? Like, I couldn't. That was the first time I ever sort of confronted that. Like, oh, somebody would like have such personal kind of like issues where they would take their own life.
Right.
And, and at the same time as having this incredible sort of success,
And
in what you were doing.
talent
I was just like, wow, like, what is that?
Yeah.
Really confused. And the WPLJ, who was kind of like, presenting the concert, I guess they said, if you bring your ticket back to Hurrah, you can get your
fully
$9
refunded.
back or whatever
That
it was.
ticket would be worth a lot of money.
And I was,
right now.
and I did
museum
that. I
piece.
got my money
Yeah,
back.
I got my money back.
money
too.
And I remember I could see that ticket on my mirror that was in my little shitty apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be a good thing, a little souvenir to have. But no, you got and then you got
You still got yours?
No, I turned mine in. I needed that $9. That's like 4 or 5 rice and beans.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is
$9.
bucks
That
in
seems expensive.
1980.
Like a Marlboro's and
It was kind of pricey. At
There's
the
a
time.
price they're bringing them in.
And it kind of led directly to a similar trauma a year or two later when it was announced that Birthday Party was coming.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought was, oh no, who's going to commit suicide right before
Be
that?
Nick.
Because I knew a little about those guys.
Yeah.
Nick Cave at the time.
They probably seemed even more
You thought it
dangerous.
seemed possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what actually happened was it was after the tour that Tracy Pugh died, but he was the last guy. I didn't know that he was ill.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah.
What was it? Drinking and
Some sort of. He definitely
yeah.
spiraled quickly.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but I thought Nick Cave for sure. He's the next one to go. But instead, he turned himself into a
Frank Sinatra.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, he's the Frank Sinatra.
Sadly,
Yeah. So you guys are playing together tomorrow. You're playing a solo set tonight, right?
solo set tonight at the Black Box.
Okay.
Tomorrow at the Point, which is one of the most beautiful venues I've ever seen.
Okay.
It's
nice.
gorgeous.
And Thurston, you're playing with some other people as well. Or are you doing some other
Tonight
sets?
I'm doing what's called a secret show.
Okay.
I'm not quite understanding the logic of this whole secret show thing, but I guess
Give us a scoop.
people's get their
Oh, like
They
your
get
phone will
blasts.
buzz.
Yeah, their
Okay.
phone will buzz. And
Okay.
so I believe it's 7:30, 7:45 at the Postmodern Sound Exchange.
Okay.
Steve Shelley and I will do a duo.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's cool.
Improvised guitar
yeah,
drum.
yeah. Steve, your old bandmate is in town with Winged Wheel.
He's on his way right now.
Shelly Miller.
Yeah, Winged Wheel's playing, and then Sunday, Shelley Miller Orcut.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think Bill's doing a solo, maybe,
Yeah.
right?
Are you guys just gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah.
up and wing
We're
it?
gonna
Are you gonna?
we're gonna just like play. Yeah, I mean
know
that's
that
what
guy.
we do. That's what we've always done.
You're familiar.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Okay. That's the scoop.
Well, Steve's actually a really interesting improviser because he doesn't really come out of like the genre of free improvisation so much.
Yeah.
And when I started getting more fascinated with that music and sort of identifying it as a genre called free improvisation,
Yeah.
after realizing that it was an aesthetic that I was kind of practicing
Totally.
for years without really realizing there was a community that was devoted to it vocationally as a form.
Yeah.
And then getting really into that world, really into it. And I remember like bringing Steve into it, and he was really inventive, but he was coming in his own, from his own world. But he was very inventive in doing sort of expanding his percussion palette,
Right.
and having these ideas of progression in the music and understanding the idea of like the composition being a spontaneous composition in and of itself. And he didn't really, it wasn't. I had to impress upon him, but we're not jamming.
Yeah.
For God's sakes, that's the last thing we're gonna do. We're actually like composing in real time here and like thinking about it as a piece of music as such.
Yeah.
Where you take the horn out of your mouth at the end. And, But
I gotta say, greatest thing that happened last year. This is my second big year.
Yes.
Last year, a few months before, I heard that Michael Rother was coming to the United States.
Yes.
Then I heard that Michael Rother was coming to the United States and playing the music of Noi and Harmonia.
That's right.
And I thought, I bought that Noi record the year, Noi 75.
Oh, wow.
50 years I waited to hear this fucking band. Can I curse on here?
You may.
All right.
Please do.
You have.
50 fucking years. And I was in the audience, and he's got a drummer there. And I'm like, is this guy 90, 100 years on? And it was the original drummer.
oh yeah, he's amazing.
Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. But the reason I mention this is because I'm watching this and I'm listening to this music I've been waiting 50 years to hear. And I thought, one day I'm going to do a band that does something similar. And I'm going to get Steve Shelley.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Well, Steve toured with Michael.
Yeah, he played
Rother.
with Michael Rother.
Yeah. He toured
that's
with them as Hello Gallo.
Yeah.
That's what they called themselves. It was Steve Shelley,
It was Aaron
Mullen.
Is that right?
Yeah, from Tall Furs.
Okay.
And was it
Yeah.
a similar kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
They were doing the- they were
Steve
doing
had
the
a
repertoire.
Steve had an in-ears click track and then he kind of like got rid of it. At first, he had to really adhere to it, and it was when Michael was like more interested in like sitting behind a laptop too, and so
Sure.
He still is
it kind
doing
of
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that
he's
old
amazing.
school drummer whose name we none of us can
God, he's
remember
amazing.
is
Yeah.
incredible.
Incredible.
He's the real deal. He's the template of that.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
original.
Yeah. Is there anybody else you're wanting to see big years that's coming up?
Moondog in about an hour.
Moondog. Okay. Yeah. Music.
I mean,
Moondog.
he's dead, but
He's,
The music
he's gonna
yeah.
be walking down the
Yeah.
street at this point.
I've never heard his
Viking of-
music
the
performed
Viking of
live
Gay Street.
before. Never
That's
heard him
awesome.
performed live, so
Yeah, that'll be great.
that's what I'm looking forward to.
I want to see. I want to see Tim Byrne. I want to see Wynett and Xena and Petra Hayden,
Petra Hayden.
Ned Rothenberg, Jeff Parker's thing, Laurie Anderson, Laraji, Marilyn Crispell.
Did you hear what Lori's doing?
Terry Allen, I saw yesterday, was amazing. That was
Oh, yeah, Terry
really
Allen's
sweet.
today,
That was
too,
so
yeah.
beautiful, my
Yeah.
God.
That's
Like
great.
Janelle and Anthony, Zorn doing Harry Smith.
Zorn doing
doing
the films
Cobra,
of Harry
you know?
Smith.
I know. What
Roscoe
is that going to
Mitchell.
be?
So it's the
Well,
films of Harry.
It's
That's
the
what I was
films of
getting
Harry
at.
Smith,
Films.
and
Okay, okay.
Zorn is providing accompaniment. So
That would be
that's-
incredible.
Seabrook, I want to see.
That's a once.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
33 are
once
here
in a
too. I mean, that's going to
33,
be.
Lucretia Dalt is playing. And,
Did you hear what Laurie Anderson's doing?
I do not
She's
know.
got an AI conversation with Freud.
With Freud.
Yeah,
I heard that she.
Freud.
I heard she has a Lou Reed chatbot.
Is that
Really?
real?
I believe it is real. I don't think she's going to be performing with the Lou Reed
That's a
chatbot.
little. That's a little too close
Does,
for
does
comfort,
the does the
maybe.
Lou Reed chatbot say stuff like "my week beats your year"?
Yeah, I mean, there's like
it's
good.
It's like
yeah.
a really mean chatbot. It's
Yeah,
unlike
yeah.
these other
What time
ones.
do you leave on Sunday?
I have no idea. Like early, like
Because the
early.
Lou Reed guitar thing, you heard about
yeah, the
that?
drone.
Oh yeah, I was actually playing it.
Yeah.
Really?
I can't do it though.
Oh, the
Man.
the drone thing, you're gonna miss.
Well, I
it.
mean, that's what you guys are telling me in the podcast that like you're just gonna miss things.
I got a hug from Lou Reed. That's enough.
Yeah,
You
a
did?
hug from
He was
Lou.
I got a
always
hug from Lou.
Incredibly sweet to me.
Yeah, yeah.
We would
Oh, that's
talk about
awesome.
our parents.
He was always
and-
sweet to me too.
He's from Long Island, like
Yeah, yeah.
me.
Okay, yeah,
Don't
yeah.
tell anybody. I'm from Long Island.
Long Island.
He was always so sweet. One time he was so sweet to me, and a minute later I saw him rip this girl.
Yeah.
Just it was she left the room crying.
Oh, whiplash.
Yeah,
It was
situation.
moments after you had a nice experience.
Yeah, he was just so sweet to me, and he was at the International Center for Photography,
Yeah,
and he was curating a show there, and a woman was hanging the paintings, the photographs, and she did something that wasn't quite what he liked, and he just went off on her, and she left the room. But maybe I shouldn't be saying this because he's just such a sweet guy to me. But
Hey, you know,
Look,
I don't.
complicated character.
We
It's
need
complicated.
this. This is what we need. We need the dirt.
This
So
is
thank
the
you.
Aquarium Drunkard scene. that
This
you're
is the
looking
aquarium.
No,
for.
Yeah, we're trying to just
Yeah, we're
gin
really
up as
trying
much
to-
controversy as we can.
Okay,
and
well, it's
really
probably
get in
time to stop. All right, thanks a lot for having me.
Guys,
Yeah.
thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was dredging about this Lou Reed kind of like.
Oh, give us your back.
next time.
Was he a good hugger?
He was a great hug. I mean, he was aging. I had just turned 50.
Okay.
I'm 67 now, so 17 years
Okay.
ago, South by Southwest. There's a Lou Reed celebration of all these people doing Lou Reed songs,
Yeah.
and everybody was doing the polite Velvet stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Yola Tango was doing like all the kind of the nice music. And I decided to do "I'm Not a Young Man Anymore," which just had come up on this
right.
live bootleg, and we were just going to rip into it and do White Light, White Heat style guitar playing on
Yeah.
it, and we did that. And so we were the only sort of like noise, like thrashing thing,
Yeah.
and of course the audience was like, "Thank you."
I got to go with Chuck Johnson.
Okay.
Hey,
Chuck Johnson. Isn't that
Have
a Pussy
fun with
Galore
Chuck.
song? Chuck Johnson.
Johnson.
I'm not even going to finish my Lou Reed song. I'm going to leave you hanging.
okay.
I'm going to leave you
Good
hanging.
hugger, though.
I'm going to leave you guys hanging on that one.
Next time. We'll get you next year. It'll be good. Thanks for coming,
Thurston,
guys.
thank you so
Thurston.
much. Appreciate it, guys.
All right. Okay. Yeah, these guys.
Do like a last 5 or so with them.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got Shrunken and
That was Thurston Moore and Kramer, in case they needed any introduction.
I mean,
We have one more
get
guest.
Shrunken Elvis in here. Come talk to us. Come talk to us. And then we'll get set. We'll do it. We'll do it. Don't
Drunken
worry.
Elvis coming in.
It's gonna be a rapid fire situation here.
I'll take that one.
All right. We got Rich Ruth, Sean Thompson, Shrunken Elvis. You know what song I get in my head whenever I say Shrunken Elvis?
What's
Can you
that?
guys guess? I'll sing it. Shrunken Elvis.
Drunken Angel.
Drunken Elvis. You got it. Good work.
I didn't know she wrote that about Blaze Foley.
Is that
I didn't
right?
know it was written about Blaze
I
either.
kind of
That's
always thought
awesome.
maybe it was like Towns Van Zandt.
I was on
Right,
the
that's my sense.
Jam Cruise, or not the Outlaw Country Cruise.
Okay.
This
right
is the
before
second
this.
time
Moments before.
a cruise has
the
come
Jam
up on
Cruise
this
has come up.
morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
we've been talking about Jam Cruise this whole time.
But she was on it. She was on the Outlaw Cruise.
Oh, she was on. Lucinda was.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
awesome.
I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
that, and
yeah.
she announced it and was like, "Oh,
She
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Her voice is so good.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, just force of nature. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're coming off of touring with Margot Price,
Yeah,
which you're doing like, I mean, I've seen the clips. It's like Clarence White, Mike Bloomfield, like full on. So I mean, seeing you last night, I was like, oh, it's like Sean's, can turn the switch. Is it easy to do that?
yeah.
Okay.
I love it. It's the best.
Yeah.
I love being able to play everything.
Have you guys played very much Shrunken Elvis, like live?
Kind of when we can. This was maybe like our 5th or 6th
Okay.
show.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's nice. One thing that's nice about it is we can like play with our friends' touring bands in Nashville
Yeah,
when they come through, because sometimes our solo stuff, it can be just too tricky to figure out. But it's like a good. It kind of started to play live as like a nice way to like help get some people out.
Nice.
So like
Yeah.
we played with our friends
yeah.
Color Green, and it was like, yeah, well, I guess we'll play a show.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Yeah,
But,
well, it
but
sounded
we
amazing.
haven't toured or anything.
Yeah. Do you have plans, or is everybody? I mean, everybody's got their
Maybe
stuff
one
going
day.
on.
Yeah, hopefully one day. But yeah, everyone's pretty busy.
Yeah.
So.
That's all. I mean, are you going back on the road with Margot? Or are you?
I'm
Or you take a break?
around. Yeah, we have a little bit of a break, and then and like later in the summer it picks back up.
Yeah. And you have a new record coming. I mean, do you guys all have records coming out today? Is your
Mine is next Friday.
next Friday? Okay.
Yeah, Spencer put out
Spencer's
the
is
Spencer put out
Collection
Coin
today.
Collection 3 today, and why aren't you putting out a record?
Because I'm still mixing
What's your
it.
problem? Why aren't you?
I will be in the fall.
We're just
Oh,
being
it's
such a
coming.
slacker.
But yeah, you guys all like play on each other's records. I mean, you're on Sean's new one, which is called Inner Principles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's out next Friday.
Yeah.
We've got a sneak peek at it, and it is pretty awesome.
It's awesome.
Thanks, man.
It is really good.
I vouch
Thank
for
you.
it.
Yes. I mean, I was like, it's. I mean, and you know, I say this with, it's you know, it's like this sounds like John Abercrombie or something. It's like.
Thanks, man.
Like this is like the could be a, you know, an ECM record from 74, 75.
That's what I'm going for, man.
Great bass solo. Was that you doing the bass solo?
No,
Oh,
that's our friend Alec. He's a monster.
It is like
Yeah.
he's an absolute
It's
monster.
like, we don't get enough bass solos in music anymore.
don't?
these
Yeah.
days.
Spoken like a real bassist.
Yes.
You know what there needs to
I
be.
would fail
lot more
miserably. Someone be like, take solo, and just be like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
over. That's not
awesome.
happening.
Alec, the bass player, he plays for Margot as well.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
he's-
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a jack
Well,
of
you
all
guys,
trades.
you guys have like a Nashville kind of like, you're in Nashville too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I mean, you've got like sort of like double, triple lives in Nashville.
Yeah, and it's cool because it feels like coming out of the pandemic, the world of like more professional like side players and session players and stuff, I think, have opened up and there's been more space, I think, to do things that are interesting and that they actually want to do when they're not like on tour with their Americana or country gig.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
pays the bills.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like it's cool being a part of that and getting to see it grow and change and
Totally. Yeah. It seems like an awesome scene right now.
yeah.
I mean, like Lou Schneider was playing last night.
Yeah.
He's incredible. I mean, I think I walked directly.
Yeah,
from
who put the two ambient pedal steel things at the same time?
just an asshole. Some guy who's
Yeah,
just
that
like
is
a
actually
dick.
pretty. That's
There are a few
conspicuous.
things
There was
You're
3
like-
guys on a forum somewhere really upset about that.
really mad about it.
There's yeah.
But yeah, what are you guys doing for the rest of Big Ears? Are you guys hanging out? Are you? Playing
Yeah,
more?
I'm playing tonight
Oh, you're
with
playing with
Go
Go
Kurosawa,
Kurosawa. Yeah.
and then we gotta ship out tomorrow and do
Okay.
some dates. But
Yeah.
I wish I could hang out. all weekend.
Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah.
a set tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah. And what are you gonna play? Are you gonna play?
I'm gonna
like, some of
play
this new
some stuff from the new record, but it's all gonna be kind of chopped and screwed, like
okay.
remixed.
That's
Nice.
cool.
It's just gonna be you.
Yeah.
Or you're
Jake
playing with-
Davis.
Oh, Jake Davis. Okay.
He helped engineer and produce Time Indefinite.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he played with William last
He
year.
mixed my last record. He's posted
around.
up at the Greyhound, like recording all the sets, like
Okay.
like with the festival.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What is the Go Kurosawa going to be like? Are you going on tour with him?
Yeah,
He's going around.
It's honestly incredible. It's like it's this kind of like ethereal, jammy, kind of like it goes a lot of places. It gets kind of like reggae and bossa and
Cool.
Sounds good.
But
man.
yeah, but it's like I kind of helped him assemble the band.
Yeah.
It's probably easier to do that than fly a bunch of people over from Japan.
I mean, honestly.
So
yeah.
me and then my friend Ben Hackett, who
Okay.
is an Athens guy, he puts out cool kind of ambient stuff, and then a couple guys who've played with me for a while.
Nice.
Yeah, and we just met a couple days ago. We've been rehearsing in Nashville in my shed, and
It's the way to do
but
it.
it really is like it's a joyful
Nice.
experience.
Is that like it's extremely late, right? The Go
Yeah, it's at
Kurosawa.
like 12:15.
Okay. Well, I mean that's good because
But if you have gas in the tank, like
Yeah.
don't miss it.
I mean, I was looking at various things and I was like, oh, I could make it to Go Kurosawa.
Yeah.
I did get up at 5 a.m. today, so you know. But
If- I think-
I'm ready to do
I
it.
think you'll have to fly to Boise tomorrow.
hey.
There's gonna have to be a Big Ears nap set for me in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go catch one of those. I'm gonna go.
Laraji sleep something.
You
or
know
other.
what?
He
If
does laughter.
Laraji would let me pull up a cot, get a few in,
It'll be great.
it probably would be great.
Yeah.
There was what's his
Yeah.
name? Yeah, what's his name used to do that? Robert.
Kirby?
No, there's somebody who did sleep sets specifically.
Okay.
Robert Reich, maybe. He was like
Oh.
he plays with like Steve Roach and
Steve
stuff
Roach
sometimes.
was,
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
that
he would
makes
do
sense.
these like 8-hour
You know, in
sleep sets.
the
which is
earlier
awesome.
days
Yeah,
of
we need-
Big Ears, like this is my 8th or 9th time.
You're a vet.
I was a
You're a veteran of the Big Ears Wars.
Paid customer for many years until I've got like invited to do this. But it's my favorite thing. But they used to, they're like probably like 2017, 18, they would do this all night drone where they would get it was I think it was at the Standard, but it was like people would roll up with like pillows and stuff, and it would literally start at like 10 p.m. and go until like the sun came up, and it was like they would get a bunch of different people who had played to
just to jump in.
It was like some of the guys from like This Heat were part of it, and like it was just like all kinds of and I just passed out on the floor in there.
That is
awesome. It's
awesome.
necessary.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really special. But anyways, they don't do that anymore.
Yeah. It's probably like, I mean, they do. It seems like they shut things down pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I think it's just like as the festival's grown too.
Yeah.
It was definitely like felt a little smaller back then.
Can't have like 500 people.
Yeah. I have a distinct memory of
the fire hazard when people are
running into our
lying on the
friend
floor.
John Childers at like 5 a.m. at the drinking fountain at the all-night drone, just like,
what's that?
Whoa, man.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
great. All right, well, we want to get the setting, guys. in
Yeah,
here,
absolutely.
But, you know,
Guys, thank you for popping in.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
Yeah, and again, Shrunken Elvis, the record, self-titled, is incredible. And yeah, Spencer Cullum's Coin Collection 3.
Yeah, came out today.
The final.
Review up on Aquarium Drunkard, I believe.
Oh yeah. I think it did
Yeah,
come out.
Interview on the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
check out
You guys
Aquarium
are all
Drunkard for all that.
covered.
Yeah.
Get it all done.
Man.
Thanks so much,
Well,
guys.
thanks
Thanks
for
for popping
honored to
in.
be included.
Yeah.
Okay,
for real.
thank you for coming, and we will see you hopefully in the pit
Midnight hour.
in the midnight hour.
It's all good. All good. That's why
There are
we
so
brought
many,
indestructible
so many
mics.
things.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, thank you. That's all right. Well, we're gonna have the setting guys pop in, and then we will wrap this first one up.
Get in here.
What up, dudes?
Have a seat.
Hey, Jamie. Jamie. Nice to meet you in person.
Have a seat.
Howdy.
Yeah, go for it.
Get in here.
Go for it. Yeah.
Stand.
Okay. Tyler, you can sit.
Okay.
And I'll give a
You'll
mic.
yell.
Do you have a mic? Here we go.
I got
All
We
right.
all have mics.
We all got mics. How you guys doing? Setting. Did you guys just get into town?
No, we got
Yesterday.
it yesterday.
Oh, okay, nice. Oh, were you playing with Sam Amadon? Or
Yeah, last night and Roseno Sanborn.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. You're busy. So yeah, introduce yourselves. We can go around.
I'm Joe Westerland, member of Setting.
Yeah, Nathan Bowles, also a member of Setting.
And Jamie Fennelly, the final member of Setting.
Final.
The trio. We're getting like I think Basic is going to come in maybe tomorrow. We
Oh,
just had
great.
Shrunken Elvis, so we're getting like some great
Trios, yeah. Basic
I think-
is sick.
I think the question is in a round robin basketball, 3-man basketball tournament, who would win?
Oh,
You guys?
between
Trio
those,
versus trio.
Against Basic or Shrunken Elvis, who would win?
Well, they got Doug.
I got
Doug's
Doug. Doug's tall.
He
And
is
his,
tall.
His cuffs of his
He's-
pants are tight. High up.
He's gonna be. He's
Sean's
gonna be.
pretty tall. I mean,
He's getting rebounds. Doug's getting rebounds.
okay. Yeah.
I probably Basic. I would say.
Chris is
More money.
Chris is more sports
Can he
ball
ball?
than I am for
Can he
sure.
ball?
Okay. Well, we settled that. But yeah, you guys just finished a residency in North Carolina.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
did 4 Monday nights in a row at a place called Shadowbox in Durham.
Nice.
Yeah, we hadn't played a show in a year.
A while. Yeah, it'd
Is
been
that
a
right?
while.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
focusing on making the record, and
Yeah.
this was just like a really great opportunity to
Yeah.
start figuring out.
Yeah. The record comes out when? What's the date? The new one?
April 20.
Fourth.
Okay, coming up.
Yeah.
I was listening to this morning. I'm fortunate enough to have a promo of it, and it's awesome. And but it was interesting
Thank
just
you.
because I've been listening to all the live stuff you guys have been putting out, the digital stuff.
Oh, cool.
And it's cool to hear you guys in a semi more compact space. And I would
Yeah.
even say, and I was listening to it, and I was like, it's even kind of funky. Like
Yeah.
there's definitely the thing I was thinking of was maybe like even like early 70s Herbie Hancock or something.
Oh,
like that was like
you
the,
just nailed it. You
the-
just yeah. That was that's
it
a
was like
touchstone for
sextant
sure.
and things like that. Whereas
Yeah, you
that's-
yeah.
So yeah, was that something you like? Did that just sort of evolve like that? I mean, obviously you guys are a rhythm band in a lot of ways, but like, did it evolve?
Yeah.
I think that
Mhm.
really evolved like post playing, I don't know, a year and a half of shows that were
Yeah.
primarily all like drone
Yeah. Right.
sets, and multi-part composition pieces.
Yeah.
And I think when we were getting ready to figure out what we're gonna actually start recording,
Yeah.
it was just like, well, we just want to do something
different.
Like
Yeah.
put a bass line or like a
Yeah, we had already
Yeah.
when we had cool live recordings of that approach, and I think we learned some stuff about what we liked and or just like things we weren't doing that we were interested in exploring. And
Yeah.
I think the big hinge of that was Jamie doing more sequencer and synthesizer stuff.
Yeah.
Apart from instead of focusing a lot on harmonium.
Yeah.
So that kind of decision, I think, shaped.
Yeah, the instrumentation kind of dictated
Yeah.
the
And
shift.
it got a little bit more intentional rhythmically,
Right.
kind of,
Mhm.
and for a lot of them. There was also a working title. Can
Yeah.
I?
It is self-titled, the record.
There's-
What's the working
what
title?
Well, the working title of one
oh.
of the tracks was "Sexual Banjo."
You
I don't
revealed
understand
it.
Can I
why that is
reveal
on
it?
the-
Well, it's revealed.
it is revealed. Sexual banjo. Well, that's Nathan. So what? Yeah. What's the?
Well, I think we had there was a sequence that Jamie had come up with that we were playing to. I think we did a few rehearsals, a handful of rehearsals before we went into record. And yeah, the stuff we were playing around that harmonic sequence and whatever banjo tuning I came up with and the tempo of the thing, it felt like
It's like
felt
slow
like
jam.
deconstructed Sade or something,
Nice. Yeah.
which wasn't on
Yeah.
purpose, but it
Well, I mean, you could call the record "Deconstructed Sade" too. I mean,
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah.
But yeah, so it's coming out on Thrill Jockey. It is. Yeah, it's the self-titled setting record.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, again, it's like. It has stuff that I loved about the first record, but it also, again, like super surprising stuff too. So
Yeah, I think
was
that
awesome.
yeah.
So you guys are playing when here? Tomorrow?
Yep.
Tomorrow at
Tomorrow.
Jig and
Okay.
Reel
Nice.
Two sets.
Which is just around the
next
corner.
door.
Yeah.
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 And we just got the records in too. So
Oh,
we have
nice.
them
Okay.
For
Yeah.
sale
Yeah.
here too.
That'll be great. Yeah. No, I mean, it's gonna be a must see for me.
Oh, cool.
But
Yeah.
Show it to the people.
Hey.
It's real.
Hey.
Thrill Jockey Records.
Yeah. No, we're excited to because really getting this versions of that record material out in front of people. We've only done really at the 4 Mondays we just did. So this is
you're gonna
kind
be playing some of the stuff.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
Gonna be just like
sort of. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Versions of
Versions of that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that'll be awesome.
Banded.
Yeah. And do you have plans after that? Are you guys touring more?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
quite a bit of touring. We've got like a Southeast run in May.
Okay.
And then there's kind of a partial Midwest and Canada run. Northeast in late June, we're playing at Wilco's Solid Sound Festival
Oh, nice.
in
Yeah.
Western Mass. At
That'll
the
be
end of
fun. That'll
June.
be like I imagine that's like a mini version of this in some ways.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Maybe even more compressed, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's still a
Smaller?
mass mocha. Yeah, it's pretty compressed.
Yeah.
that'll be awesome.
Yeah, and then West Coast at the end of July,
Yeah.
August.
And then you guys all have, I mean, you guys are busy. You'll have solo. I mean, you put out a great solo record last year.
Thank
You
you.
just put out that banjo thing on Bandcamp, which is incredible.
Oh, thank you so much.
I
for
really
saying
liked
that.
it.
Oh, cool.
And I mean, you just put out the Mind Over Mirrors on
Yeah.
It just-
record.
yeah,
That's been around for a little
Finally
while.
came
But
out.
that is that's an incredible record as well. So I mean,
Thanks.
these guys, you could just build a record collection around you guys, pretty much. I think
And you
that's-
should.
Yes. Only setting. That's it. All right. Well, I mean, we can call it. We're over time anyway here.
Yeah.
But thank you for stopping by and sticking around. Sorry.
Of course.
Thanks, Tyler. No, it's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, guys,
mean,
everybody,
Thurston
thanks so
Moore.
much for watching and for hanging out with us while we do this. We're going to be doing it tomorrow morning as well, and we'll be doing it on Sunday morning following up. So come hang with us here in the morning, Aquarium Drunkard Big Ears morning show from Old City Java. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll talk to you guys soon.